Jerome.
Hey.
Well, we got to work on y'all head smooth something, bro. Chat, get them right if you tapped in, bro. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, one of y'all choreograph these guys with some moves, man. You know what I'm saying? Little show, you look like this. You got your shoulders, bro. I'm trying to get y'all right, bro. So y'all already had the cookout. Y'all got to be at the cookout right, man. When the legislature come on, you got to be grooving. You got to be grooving.
How do you know we can't do that, though? You just grooving. How about those are our signature moves when we come on the pod? How about that?
You said what?
How about those are the signature moves when we come on the pod? How about that?
I plead the fifth.
Why are you coming for our next, Najeh?
I'm trying to help you out. More lean game, y'all salsa, bro. That's all.
Oh, is it?
We got some more lean with a rock with it. Some more shoulder lean.
Don't start with you.
It might be because Jerome wearing that Denver Nuggets jersey. That might be what it is. I might set them off.
I think give me superpowers, bro. I feel like coming from 0-2, just like I feel like a superhero, man.
You did not sound like this about a week ago,
like
bro.
An MVP right now.
Lord, boy, ready to hang up the jersey, boy.
Literally, was like, dang,
need this until August.
Right, we finna get swept.
Swept.
I don't even talk
about. Guys start keeping receipts with you, bro.
I
Man,
don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all gonna win, bro. Y'all gonna win in 6 or 7.
I'll give him 7. Anthony Edwards looked like he was on a mission after that game. He looked at Murray. He was like, "All right, you got this one. All right, you got this one." He looked like, yeah. He put up 42 on us.
Yeah.
In the losing effort. Ooh,
Carl got to get his stuff together, bro.
Yeah. I mean, the whole team do, bro. But and I let me put that in. Let's get into it first and foremost, because let's do that, because this is gonna be my first and foremost. But exactly how I said game 3 should have went. It literally happened. Jokic was not even putting up that many points, but he was more of like a decoy. You know what I mean? He was. Damn, you just put y'all camera off on me? Just because I'm talking about the Nuggets? Like, y'all don't want to talk about the Nuggets? Y'all want to discuss this, guys? No? Okay. I'll talk to myself then. But Jokic, man. I think that, like I said, use him as a decoy. Jamal Murray was going crazy in that game. He really woke up. He was on fire this last few games, man. When he was kind of hitting, defense is playing a lot better. They spraying out the ball a little bit better, hitting those threes that they need to be hitting when they need to. I mean, that two nights ago, that shot by Murray was insane, bro. Like, it was half-court shot, 3-pointer, getting it up there, man. And then like I'm him. What's up? I love that, man. So we up right now. We up. We got a game tonight.
Joker body last night on Anthony. I don't know if you saw that.
What happened?
Joker dunked on Anthony last night. Got a slight body. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
That's not impressive.
Yeah, it wasn't impressive, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? People going to bring that up.
And it's 6'5". It's not impressive. Just stop. No.
He's not athletic, though.
It don't matter. He can touch. He touched the rim, basically standing up.
It's irrelevant, because when they replay this series in the future, that's gonna be a clip that they're gonna show for sure. I promise you, bro.
No.
Listen, bro, we could put a little 40-year wager on this, bro.
40-year wager.
Probably gonna come out around probably like 50, 60.
Nah, twin.
And I'm gonna need something nice.
I ain't gonna say who's gonna win. Just know it's gonna be some crazy stuff that's gonna happen though.
Yeah, I like.
It ain't gonna be that.
I don't know. I'm gonna ride with Anthony and them because that's who I started with. It could be young right now. Carl got to play better, man. Carl has no excuse. He shouldn't be showing up missing, being a
That's how he playing the
5, 6
playoffs.
year vet. I can't argue with that.
The thing is, he'd be looking good early on, and then all of a sudden he just kind of disappears. Like
he started the game 1 for 10.
Last game?
Yeah, 1 for 2 for 10, something like that.
Nah, he was like he was about to tear us up in the first game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You talking about the first 2 games? Yeah, he did pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I didn't get to see the beginning of the last game, so I really didn't get to see that. But yeah, all right. What you guys first and foremost?
Go ahead, Bacon.
First and foremost today. First and foremost has to be I would say what if y'all didn't notice, y'all didn't see what Joy said. Joy of Fox Sports, y'all didn't see what she said.
Joy Teller.
Am I gonna tell it?
Joy Teller.
Joy Teller. So you seen it?
No, I know who you're talking about though. Yeah.
Right, we'll go to another one. I ain't gonna bring it up on the pod. First and foremost today, probably just
wait,
Coach Napier. It's a little too much. It's a little too much, man. I have to look it up on my own time. It's a little too heavy to open up a show with. For those who've seen it.
Okay.
But I just say first and foremost, man, shout out to Coach Napier for letting me come out to LaGrange today. Went down there, seen them boys down in LaGrange and LaGrange Grangers. Smooth, man. Went in the indoor facility, top flight. You know what I'm saying? A Georgia coach was down there. LaGrange College was in the building. I didn't get to chop it up with the UGA coaches. I was locked in on the kids. And when I turned around, brother was gone. So I'm not sure. Maybe he came in to see something, or maybe just a parent wearing a UGA shirt. I'm not sure, but that's my first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mine is I guess you could say college football. Georgia Clemson. I don't know how the game is at noon on ESPN, and then you put Alabama, Western Kentucky at 6 p.m. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? You put the best games in the primetime slot. Now, I ain't arguing with the Notre Dame, Texas A&M. That's cool. But still, man, like, you say what you want. Oh, Clemson's not the same what they was. This is Georgia Clemson we talking about. What are we doing? No disrespect to Western Kentucky. Obviously a good team. But come on, bro. We're talking about 2 elite teams.
But like you in church.
ACC. Come on, dog. That's all I'm saying. Let's do right, man. Let's get the fans we want. We got a pretty good week 1 slate. That should have been a prime game. That's all I'm saying.
I'll say this. I totally agree with you, Naj. That's a game. But I'll also say this. And I don't know if you two are Georgia fans, but a lot of my Georgia fan guys, Luke, Jeremy, they're really downplaying this game. And I'm like, you can't downplay this game. They're like, this is a blowout. They're overlooking this game. I sound like,
hey, if they're saying it's a blowout, it might be a blowout, G.
Hey,
I'm with Jerome.
If it is. But bro, like these are 2. Like I'm telling you, like Clemson is better than a lot of people really think. It's gonna really come down to the quarterback play, in my opinion. But Clemson's a good team. I don't know why everybody keeps acting like they're a pushover or Georgia's gonna have their way with them. Like I don't think that. I think this could be a close game. You know, so.
I'm 100% with Jerome. I think they're overlooking them because last year Clemson had a lot of hype and they didn't live up to the billing of what they had. And I think this year they kind of slighting them a little bit. And then when you slight teams, they see that. So they're gonna come out hungrier. And they got a new core kind of coming in. Some of the players are leaving, a couple players are returning. You got some hungry dogs. Don't sleep on them. I'm not saying they're gonna win and beat Georgia. I'm just saying this game gonna be a lot more entertaining than people think, and they're gonna wish this game was in that primetime window. Watch.
Yeah. Well, the game's gonna be in the Superdome, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get in. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm trying to get in there. So let you boys know if I get in.
Nah, go up in there, dog. And I also say this first and foremost, I forgot to put out there, man. First official start. Well, not the first, but the official start of the WNBA season. We got Indiana Fever and the Phoenix Sun underway right now. 9-13. The Sun are leading by 4 points. Just gotta throw that out there, man.
Nah, you go. I'm watching it right now, actually.
Nah, facts. I'm
Nah,
turn my head.
Plugged in. Yup. I'm trying to stay plugged in. No doubt. Speaking of, man, they actually real quick before we transition to football and before we bring our guest on, they actually you're probably pretty sure you heard of this, Bacon. They actually are expanding. They're gonna have an expansion team in 2026 with Toronto. We're gonna have the first chartered flights this season. It's not,
Shout out to them.
but they're gonna have that. Revenues increasing. I meant to mention that, and a lot of like sellout with these tickets right now. The game looks, pretty packed out in Indiana. So, I mean, I think it's all headed in the right direction, man. And then Angel Wilson, which got our own signature shoe. So,
yes, direction. It does look packed. I hope they can sustain it. I think they will, man. It's a girl. I'll pull her up in a minute on Twitter. She plays for a team. I think she plays for Team Why Not for the maybe not. But for the girls for girls EYBL, man, she's like another one of them. Not a juju type, but she got some serious game, man. Real talk. And then I was gonna say something else. It's another expansion team for the NBA. The Golden State something. There's gonna be another team in the NBA. I saw it on my ESPN alert. So yeah. So California's gonna have another team.
31 NBA teams.
Nah, they gotta add at least 2.
They got maybe it's probably in the process, but that's probably just official news.
Okay, so yeah, I actually heard that Bacon on the radio about 3 weeks ago. What they're trying to do is have the same number as the NFL, so they can have 4 divisions.
Gotcha.
Sorry, four divisions in each conference. Sorry, so it'll be just like how the NFL is. They're going to try to do it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who? They don't even take divisions seriously in the NBA.
That's true. I heard. So they're not the only ones, though. I think hockey is trying to do the same thing, where they have exactly 32. So I think hockey has more than 32, though. You know, ain't they?
I don't know. I don't follow hockey.
I don't follow hockey either, like that either. But I did hear that on the radio where hockey and basketball are trying to get exactly 32, so they can, have like that 4 cadres, that kind of deal. So.
I mean, they are adding to the playing tournament, or they're not the playing tournament, but the mid-season tournament, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, no doubt.
Well, I hear what you're saying, Najeh. Like they really don't take it serious now. So
they don't, and then they're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And obviously, we'll leave it there, man. But we didn't really do the intro, but I just want to say appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Our boy Jerome down below is at 10K followers, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into all of his plugs, man. Do you want to officially announce the announcement here, man? While you here,
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it next week. Mainly because I just want to get all the aesthetics right before we do.
Okay.
So, we got some big. We got some big guys. I'm happy now. You know that's you now. I'm glad that you know that's you.
Hey, that's just gonna add another thing to the show, brother.
But yes, Jerome got a big announcement next week, so stay tuned for that, man. Big time deal for him.
We have a big announcement. It's us. Look at him.
Well, we have a big announcement. There you go. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that, man. For the pod, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. All the players, man, y'all stay tuned for that, man. So I just want to say that help. Go follow, man. If you like I said, like I be saying on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. If you ain't subscribed to the Bacon Network, man, what are you doing? So y'all check him out. What are you doing, twin? So check him out, man. Bacon Network, and also on Twitter at Dream Chaser Arvon Bacon, man. He's doing some great work, hitting a lot of stops, man. So man, we love to see that. Speaking of stops, that takes me to my next topic. Let's go ahead and talk about where we was at the last couple of days. I'm gonna start with you, Bacon. You was down in LaGrange. You hitting on a little bit. What caught your eye when you was down there checking out some of that talent?
A lot caught my eye, but I must bring this up. I don't even know if he's on this list. The QB1 his practice jersey was number 7. He's not on here, but anyway, what really stood out to me, it was coaches directly in front of him. His target's right behind coach. Man threw a sidearm dot. Coach ducked down, went to his wide receiver. It was like, bro, that was next level. So LaGrange has QB1. Of course, Dylan's down there as well. He showed some impressive throws. And then let's see. Y'all remember Parker Shattuck, right?
Yes, sir. That's a dog. Yep.
His brother Carson Shattuck. He played O line. Yeah, he O line, D line. No, D line. No, he's O line, offensive line. But he flashed today. I just got O line, D line on the sheet, so I got a little scattered brain. But he played offensive line today. I think is where he's going to start at. But you know what I'm saying? He definitely made some moves today. Real strong hands. Real enforcer. Real enforcer. They got a wide receiver number 12. They got a lot though. They got a lot of running backs. Malachi. No, they got these game jerseys on here. Their practice jerseys were different, but nonetheless, man. LaGrange is going to be very impressive. Mark, you heard it here first. They got a quarterback who could make probably every throw in the route tree. They got a lot of talented receivers. First year basketball players come down, really athletic. They got another receiver, 2026. Got a lot of big time offers. Who else? They got some linebackers. Linebacker. I'll bring his name up in a minute. Actually, let me see if I can get it. He's going to be replacing Parker's role. I believe it's Spencer Stroud. Spencer Stroud will be taking that Parker Shattuck role this year. But they got that Trump tight at running back, like I said. So, I mean, I think, and we talked about time slots earlier, man. I really think that Douglas LaGrange game should not be on Wednesday. And if you're going to have it on Wednesday, it definitely should not be at 3 o'clock, bro. But you know what I'm saying? They're going to get eyes on them either way, but that's going to be a banger. That might be the game of the day, no cap.
I agree. Yeah, I went to LaGrange last year before the season started as well. Went down there with Coach Mill. He had his not his camp, but like his showcase with LaGrange, and a lot of LaGrange players was there, obviously because it was their facility. And me and LaMarcus there, and we was like, this team has a lot of young talent. So when you say all those 2026 guys, I'm not surprised because they had a lot of young talent up in there. They were very deep at wide receiver. I think that was the biggest thing, that the quarterback position was the biggest question. It looked like they kind of shored that up. So their offensive line was very, very good. So I'm curious to see how they do this year. I don't know the defense as well, but I think they had like 2 losses last year, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 3. So they had a pretty decent record last year. Two. Yeah. So they it's just really for them to build on that and keep going. They got a really good coach down there, Coach Napier. Obviously, Billy Napier's brother, who just followed Najeh actually recently. I had to plug it in. I had to put it in. Billy Napier just followed Najeh on X. So yeah, big time. But yeah, really good coaches. The facility is beautiful. I see their indoor facility as well. So I wish it wasn't so far away from me, but man, I would love to definitely go to a game or 2.
For sure. They're gonna play Sandy Creek at Sandy Creek, August 30th. I'm definitely gonna hit that. And then if you ain't got nothing going on, probably around November, when they play Troop, that's definitely gonna be a banger. You know what I'm saying? It's always a movie. It's always gonna be packed. It's like a homecoming for the fans. So I doubt y'all to be there because y'all live so far away, but good old Bacon might be down there in Troop County.
Yes, sir. How far is LaGrange from you, man?
LaGrange is like 40 minutes. I live from work, so it's probably maybe 30 for me.
Okay.
I leave from home.
That's not bad. You gonna say something, Naj?
No, I was just gonna say that's why I need to be tapped into to the Bacon Network, man. He's all over in your town. And the crazy part is, if y'all didn't know, actually, I'll be trying to tell Bacon to get outside of his area because I think he can have a bigger wingspan. But he always says, this is to tell y'all, not too much we talk about off air, but just to let y'all know that y'all tuned in. He likes the area kids of where he's at, man. So if you out and you in North Gate, if you near Carrollton, if you near, I don't know if you're close to Douglas. Are you close to Douglas?
Yes, not too bad. Yeah, about 45, 50.
Douglas County, if you near Noonan, any of those schools, Sandy Creek, man, y'all tap into the Bacon Network, man. He'd love to get y'all boys exposure. I'll be trying to get them out of Creekside and Langston Hughes, man. I'll be trying to get them on this side over here. Grayson, Milton, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I'll go, but it's just
right,
like
but he
they
like
got the coverage out there, but like down here, you know what I'm saying? The coverage, they don't got it like that, bro. Like they, you know what I'm saying? You
I
pop out with a can, they're like, oh,
I don't disagree. That's why I don't like to hit Buford. No disrespect to them. I think
right.
they're a great program organization, but I don't like because I know they're gonna get it. I feel like sometimes though, like you're probably right though. Like obviously, I don't know what he got going on.
Yeah.
Going on. I'm gonna keep rolling. But I know like obviously Grayson gets it, obviously like Milton gets it, but you know, man, it's not wrong with getting good with those type of programs, especially like I said, I feel like sometimes Creekside and Langston Hughes don't always get it. Like they have to be really exceptional or great to get it.
Yeah.
So that's why I like tapping into to those type of programs. Jonesboro, some other ones, Lovejoy. I like hitting them programs too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Nah, not for sure. That was a compliment.
Appreciate
you, Buckle Bunny. We appreciate all the love.
I don't know who that is, bro.
All right. Well,
so we'll keep it rolling, fellas. Let's go ahead and talk about the big news. Obviously, Thomas Blackshear of Calvary Day.
We're not gonna talk about our visit, or
not
gonna talk about our visit.
Don't matter. Go ahead, Jerome. Go ahead.
I mean, I thought we were just gonna go because we talked about his visit, and I thought we were gonna go on our visit, and then.
I was gonna revisit it. I was gonna talk about.
Okay. Go ahead. You on the floor. You on the
a lot of business going on.
You're on the roll.
But yeah, I just want to talk real quick about what's your thoughts on Thomas Blackshear before we talk about me and Jerome's visit.
Yeah, big. I'll wait for it. Big time get, man. I like Thomas. I think we had him on our honorable mention, if I'm not mistaken. Good player. I think he's he could do a lot of good stuff. At that big body guy can also can do a lot of good stuff on the line. So and that's what Georgia likes. Georgia likes to beef up their offensive defensive line. So I think that's a good get.
Megan?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to pull up his stats, but hold on. Yeah, man. I see, brother. 6'1", 197.
You could have asked me, bro. I told you.
Yeah. So hook us up with his stats, man. What did he do last year at Calvary Day?
So, if y'all didn't know, man, he was formerly of Benedictine, right? He played with Luke Coleman-Hawk, who's now at Florida State. He had 661 yards, I think, nearly 10 plus, close to 10 plus touchdowns. Along with him, won a state title in 2022. Transferred to Calvary Day last year, had 27 catches, 551 yards, and 5 tutties this past season with Jake Merklinger, who is now at Tennessee. So, obviously, man, I think he reminds you of a resemblance a little bit of a George Pickens. He's 6'1", 197. As Bacon was just talking about, physical, very good after the catch, good, strong hands, can catch contested balls. And I think, obviously, Georgia has not had that type of prototype of a 6'4", 6'3", 6'5 type receiver since kind of A.J. Green. They've been going with kind of some of the smaller guys. So, I think he fits, the system very, very well. I think he's going to be a dynamic threat for them. Remind you a little bit of, kind of an A.D. Mitchell, as I said, George Pickens, real big, athletic kind of guys, can do, a bunch of different things well, multifaceted, versatile. So he adds a bunch of different things, man. And the first time he had this type of receiver in a little minute.
Yeah, I want to apologize. I was thinking about the wrong player, so I was thinking about that offensive line. But we're good. I'm back on track.
But he's 6'1". He's not like no big monster. Like Calvin Ridley was 6'1". He's not like a head top receiver.
No, he can be though.
Okay. I mean, he's got the
like think George Pickens, bro.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, like George Pickens 6'2". Yeah, he about up there. Same size, kind of already built frame, already almost 200 pounds. Already got that athletic size. Just
So last year with Calvary Day, 27 receptions, 8 games played, 551 yards, averaged 20 yards per reception, 68 yards per game, and is third in team touchdown with 5. Respectable. Let's see if you got any rush yards. Yep. 4 carries, 39 yards, averaging 10 yards a carry, no tugs. That's, you know what I'm saying, respectable. So obviously a dynamic athlete. I'm sure that he might have got some returns last year too. Maybe not. Don't see anything, but nonetheless, man, passed up on Auburn, Alabama, South Carolina, Boston College, Tennessee for good old UGA.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
Georgia.
go,
That's
go
what Georgia's good.
Georgia.
That's
My
what
bad.
good Georgia's good at though. They good at keeping their talent in state, man. They, obviously it's easy access for them to be able to, look at a lot of these players and things like that. Georgia's filled with a lot of talent. So if you know you're the number one team in the state, you better be keeping that talent in the state. So and Kirby Smart does a really good job with it. So.
Most definitely. He definitely does a great job. How long do y'all think it'll last though?
I mean, as long as Georgia's a top talent type of state, I think it could keep going, bro. It's just just all about keeping your guys in state. Keep the if Georgia does what they're supposed to do as far as keep winning, people are gonna want to keep going there, man.
I mean, we just see Justice Terry's out in California, Isaiah Gibson's out in California, and Juju he doesn't look like he's gonna be a bulldog. I mean, they're gonna keep, but that's cream of the crop right there,
Yeah,
2026
I
or
feel you.
2025.
I feel you. And not everybody's gonna be, trying to get to Georgia, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to always have the number one people, that and no offense to any of them, and I hope the best for all those top guys, but the top guys don't always be the top guys when it goes to college. So it's all about getting in there, coaching them up, getting them good. Letting them progress, that kind of deal. You know, and I know it's my team, but Michigan does a really good job at it. We don't really recruit high, but we always have some really good talent on the team, and
Right.
always competing. So I mean, yeah, but I like it. I like it.
So man, y'all was at Grayson yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I seen Najee you got the interview with Alex with Sanchez. So just kind of tell me about the interaction, bro. 'Cause I know I got that special reporter player bond.
Ha 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 ha. Nah, I was smooth. Jerome got an interview with him too. I hope you got
Okay.
that. Send it to your Dropbox, Jerome.
I seen it.
That's what
With your shaky cam, what you was nervous?
Oh God, wait a minute. No shade, bro. No shade, bro. No shade. You be a little shaky, bro. You be
No,
a
I
little
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
It's all love, though, bro. It's all love.
I should ask. I'm sorry. I should be grateful, right? My bad.
We are.
You help me out. You help me out. You help me out.
I
We
see.
are,
I got the jokes today, huh?
But no, we rather tell you now than halfway down the season, bro.
Very
Real
true.
talk.
Very
Real
true.
talk.
Very true.
It's all love, though, bro. Believe me. But it's gonna come out one way or another, bro.
It's all to the good. I figured that was coming. But go ahead, Jerome. You said I was speaking my piece. My bad. I'm about speaking my piece. So I got my bad. My bad. I was smooth, man. Got to catch up with him. It was just good to put a face, because maybe tell me about, obviously like his OVs, and he tell me about, latest with his recruitment. School's recruiting him hard. So I appreciate him, his pops Fernando, who could be watching. Just them, obviously plugging me in and let me just be a part of the recruiting, man, because stuff like that helps you go to the next level. Some feel like, oh, well, he's not a highly recruited player, but he already has up to 10 offers. So I don't really worry about that. I love shedding light. If y'all don't notice, I think you and obviously Jerome and Bacon noticed, but I love giving highlight to players that don't always get it. I really love that, because then you find gems early, and then when them kids pop or them kids doing your thing, you just don't, like, for me, it's like, don't discriminate. You don't know what kid's going to pop. Even if a kid, go back to your discussion, Jerome, you said like, oh yeah, it's a 5-star. That doesn't mean he's going to be the dude in college. That's a whole different ball game. You don't know who that next dude's going to be. So don't discriminate because the guy is not rated or nobody knows him. You discover him, and then boom. And you only need to hit on a couple of them guys. That's it. So, but I was cool, man. It's cool talking to him about his OVs, obviously, stuff he got coming up, and a cool player, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was fun being out at Grayson. A lot of players there. Got to see, Jalen Bell, who had on on the podcast. Cool dude. Always happy to see us when we do see him. The talent there is crazy. Like Sanchez, a guy that I like. I think Najeh actually was the one that kind of put me on with him. I heard the name, but Najeh was always the one like Sanchez kid, Sanchez kid, Sanchez kid. So really putting his name out there. Cool kid. Like I said, what I said to him, I was like, dude, did you get taller? He was like, yeah, I got a little taller. Like, he's 6'2" right now, taller than me. Unfortunately, kid's growing too fast, but he's 6'2" now. I think he was like maybe 5'11" last time I seen him, so grow a couple of inches, looking bigger too. He talked about it. He was like, I got bigger because I like blocking. I want to start blocking more and keep blocking. I love blocking. So, he loved blocking. He told us like he loved going for the goal ball because he's fast, which he is, and he ended the practice with a long ball that Naj got the film on that. So it was fun practice to see. There was they had fun, but they were still all business. And I will say this, and I said this last year, I'm gonna say it again. This is probably the fastest defense in Georgia. This defense is fast. They got linebackers at the wazoo that are all fast and athletic. They got really good corners. The defensive line is dominating their offensive line in practice all day. They couldn't barely run. The offense could barely run because there was that defensive line. The defensive line was in the backfield all the whole time. So really good defense. I think it's going to be a big, physical, fast defense. Teams going to have trouble with them that are not as physical. Teams are going to try to outspeed them, and they're not going to be able to because it's a fast defense. You had Tyler out there trying to go out a corner back at one point. So they're a fast team, man. They look good, and I look forward to seeing Grayson this year for sure.
And are y'all willing to go out on a limb and say that this is the team in 6A?
You think so?
I'm asking y'all. I haven't seen them.
Oh! I mean, there's so much talent in 6A now, though, bro. It's like it's hard to just be like, it's this team. I'm always on Grayson's side. I got Douglas County is another team that I think.
How did QB look? How did QB look?
He looked fair. I mean, I personally didn't get to see him enough. I was looking at the defense more than the offense this time around. Mm-hmm. I know Naj knows about him a lot more than I do. He looked fair. I think he's gonna have to work on and clean up a little bit some stuff here and there. But I liked him. He looked good to me. He got the size and everything. To get the ball out there. He got strong arm. Finished the game on a really good note. So, what do you think about him, Naj?
Yeah, my overall synopsis of the team, and obviously I'll go back to quarterback here in a second. They're a top team in 6A. I'll go out on a limb and say it. I will go Carrollton. I'll go Douglas, and I'll put them right in that conversation with them, Grayson. The defense is not going to be the problem. They got dogs. Riley Drew's probably going to start. I highlighted him. He's the tutelage of a Jalen Bell, who obviously we had him on the program, and he talked very highly of him. Jalen's a dog. We know about Tyler, one that don't get a lot of love, and that's why I've been kind of shouting him out. If y'all didn't know that. Davis, like, yo, that kid right there, like, he just makes them special. Obviously it starts with Tyler, but if you ain't got a running mate that's equally as good as you on that same level, it makes it tough, bro. So, like, that's another cat that's special. I think he's going to take them to another level too. And his growth and his progression, and then the back end, nobody's talking about it. I'm going to put y'all boys on game. London Goggins is probably going to start at safety along with Jaden Ravel. Them is two names to know, young cats. Goggins is 2027. Ravel is 2026. Don't nobody know about them. They fly under the radar, but them talking about some hard-hitting safeties, some guys that could play coverage really well.
Was he number 22?
Nah, not 22. It's 14 and 13. Y'all know about him soon.
Did you see that hit that I think it was number 22. Did you see that hit?
No doubt.
No doubt. Yo, you're not supposed to be hitting like that in practice.
No doubt. So that was just a taste, though. Wait till when they really get acclimated and they in it. That's what I'm saying. That defense ain't gonna be playing no games. So it starts with them on the back end, and then we didn't even talk about the defensive line. You talked about it a little bit, Jerome, but Josiah Victor, who just started playing the sport, is dominating. Joe Mbachu, nobody knows about, 97, just started playing a couple months ago. He was wrecking out there, and then Andre Fuller, the Georgia Tech commit. Ooh, they could not block him. He was all in the backfield. They loaded at every single position defensively. And I'm gonna come out on a limb and say it. I'm not calling out no players. Everybody's great. I like Travis, but this ceiling of this team, bro, is gonna be at the quarterback position. I just have to say that. I'm not saying he can't play. I'm not saying he sucks. That's not what I'm saying. Because the coach is gonna be exquisite. We've seen the coaching. Coach Joe Sikowski, who we appreciate letting us come out there, RK Bearfield, Coach Bryant, Coach Carswell, they got the coaches to get there, bro. Quarterback is going to have to up his game. It's just that simple, bro. They are too talented at too many positions, bro. Running back, Joel Bradford, right? They got Amari Austin, receiver, loaded. We just talked about Sanchez. We didn't even mention Aiden Taylor, who's been tearing it up in the slot. We didn't even mention Jonathan Stafford, who they just got, that nobody talks about enough. Come on, bro. He going to have to raise the level up if they're going to go and try to compete and contend for a title. It's no disrespect. I like Travis. He showed some flashes out there. I agree with Jerome. Got to clean up a couple of mechanic things. Ball placement and accuracy is going to be imperative this year. Because if you could get it in the zone where them receivers are, they're going to make you look good. So I got to do. That's just my thoughts.
Keeping it real.
Hey, it's keeping it 100. It's not. I don't like Travis. That's not it. I don't have no Mandela. I think the kids can play, but their ceiling is the quarterback.
That tells me all I need to know right there. Who's it? Y'all know who their opponent is week 1?
Collins Hill.
Yeah.
Collins Hill. Okay.
Yep. And 3 of their first 4 is out-of-state teams: Dorman, Mallard Creek, and Thompson.
Yep. That's a. They'll probably be ready by the end, but like you said, it's all gonna be on his play. Especially Thompson. They got a pretty good secretary. Everybody knows about Aquinas. So
definitely.
No doubt. Well, we'll keep rolling, y'all. I hope y'all appreciate that segment. So we're going to get through our football stuff before we bring on our guests. We got one more. Just any latest recruits that y'all hearing about high school ball, whether schools y'all went to or the latest intel. Doesn't necessarily have to be recruiting, just a player you want to put us up on Game On, a team that we should watch for. Just what's the latest y'all hearing? What should we watch as spring starts kind of coming to a close?
So I'll say this. It's another player at LaGrange, Frederick Vaughn, offensive tackle, looks to be 6'3", 6'4"-ish, quick feet, man. You know what I'm saying? Come around the edge real smooth, man. So I like this game. Put him on notice as a good tackle. Who's somebody else? Let me look at my sheet here. I fold my sheet. Jay-Sean Stigall, East Coweta, man. I put up a clip on him yesterday. Sophomore, second in receiving yard. He had East Coweta. This is his senior year, man. I don't believe he has any offers. Super talented. He got the talent out of this world to go anywhere he wants to, man. So keep an eye out for that name. Eye and ear out for that name, Jay-Sean Stigall, wide receiver, man. That's what I got, man. Hot off the sizzling news.
Definitely. Yeah, I want one player I want to highlight. He actually just I'm glad he did this because I did want to kind of look into him. But Bryce Brown out of Union Grove, wide receiver, smaller guy, a little bit thinner, but he can move, man. He got some great route running. He just put a clip out just now to just tag inside the hashes on that great route. So I want to shout him out, man. He's been tagging us in a couple of things. I want to let him know that I've been seeing it. Don't get me wrong. I've been seeing it, So he's looking good, man. Hope he gets a little bit bigger. It looks like he is bigger than it's on his profile. It says 150. I think he looks a little bit bigger than 150 now. So looking good, man. Keep it up. Route running looking crisp, man. I'm definitely looking into you this season. So appreciate you tagging us in it. Gotta get out there. Discover new teams, man. It's only a handful of teams. I know. Union Grove is not a team that I visited yet, so I want to look into it, man. Because there's so many teams in Georgia, and I've been here for 3 years now. I've really been on the high school game for like about 2 years now. So I'm still learning different schools and who's good in those schools and stuff like that. So I definitely want to expand my horizon, man, for sure. So definitely looking into certain schools like a Union Grove or some of the schools that Najeh is trying to put me on. So.
Yes, I love to hear that, man. I be trying to tell my boys, man, like, yo, y'all come because everybody tell me like, yo, Naj, like, yo, you everywhere. I just be trying to tell them like, look, bro, tap into the schools and tapping in with you, man. A lot of schools want me to come out, so that's what I'm telling them. I think it's going to really expand. Obviously, Inside the Hash is already getting big. Bacon Network's already getting big, but I think they can go to another level. And I hope y'all really take heed, man. Look, even if y'all got to rent a car for a weekend or for 2 days or for a day, go see the school, man. If you got time, man, make that sacrifice, bro. I'm not saying drive your vehicle and tear it down, but if you can, go see a school that, hey, man, we'd love to have you up, man. Go check them out. You never know who you can put on game with, and the next thing you know, oh, he's a 4-star. Oh, I already knew about him. I talked about him. Let's go like that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that, man. I hope y'all tap into more schools, man. Obviously, you Jerome probably hitting that Carrollton area, maybe a little bit more. Maybe hitting some Georgia, some Warner Robins, a little bit of a ride, but get you right.
I've done Lee County. Actually, my second year when I was down here, I was covering Lee County a lot. So Warren Robins, I know about Warren Robins a little bit. So yeah, but I definitely want to get back down there a little bit, get back to those down south Georgia boys. It's been a minute, so I definitely want to visit them down there as well.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I think that's going to conclude all of our football coverage. We got our guest here be on about another 10 minutes. So I'll throw it to you, Bacon. How you want to do the 3-man weave, though? Because obviously we want to get an adequate time to our 3-man weave in our basketball segment. But I know we're going to be segueing in Carter as well, But I want to give the 3-man weave adequate time, too. So.
Nah, for sure. I'll just show y'all this. The girl I was talking about earlier. Who can play? Let me get my share screen right, man. Her name is Aaliyah Chavez. Chavez. Am I shared? Let me up, Jay. Yeah, I'm on, bro.
Whoa. I was say, watch the audio, man. You're trying to get us kicked out of here.
Here she go, man. Look at that. Okay.
Ooh, that form crazy, though.
Yeah, form crazy, man. This ain't the one, though. But we'll check out the rest of this Boss Live tape. Look at the pull-up.
Yeah.
I like the slow-mo. Man, we ain't got time for his artsy stuff. We got to get to the game, bro. That first one, the ESPN one. Yeah, we're going to go back to the no, this might be the one. This is the one. Come on, bro. Uh-oh. Did you see the size of that, brother? Not different. Oh, God. That's butter. Wow. Pull up, oh, my God. You don't know what you're doing.
Handles are crazy.
People need to hear my voice. Whiz.
Handles are crazy.
Just so creative. Man, you see you need so quick, you didn't even see the in and out, man. Next clip, I believe. Look at the in and out. She looking the other way, man. She like, all right, help side coming. She don't know she blown past her. Step back. Good God Almighty. Whiz. So, man, as you can see, man, some serious game, man. I just think that, these kids are training more often. Let me see how tall she is. Here's a top 10. Texas Tech, South Carolina could follow in the Juju footsteps. Arizona's Juju, is another Juju. I can't remember her last name, but Juju out there, Arizona. South Carolina, of course, who doesn't want to play for Coach Staley. Oklahoma, Ohio State, LSU, who doesn't want to play for dang it. Lord, Coach Kim Mulkey, UCLA, Texas, they got some motion. Then the historic Volunteers, man, class 2025. Her high, she's the number one class 2025. So obviously she's 5'10", point guard. You know what I mean? Nice. So like I said, man, I feel like with not just male athletes, but women athletes train at a higher clip. This is gonna be what we're gonna see from here on out, man. I don't know if that means, I know in the men's sports right now we got a lot of bigger, like we'll talk about the Alex Sarr later when we talk about the Hawks and their first round draft pick. But in the men's game, we could see more bigger guards, and that could be the shift from the WNBA, because what's going on in the WNBA right now has happened before. Cheryl Swoops, Reggie's sister. I don't want to say it wrong.
Cheryl.
Shit, I said so. That's right. Cheryl Swoops, Sarah Miller. We've seen a bump and just, raw talent, not raw talent, but polished women playing in the WNBA. But it has died down, and I hope that the fact that we're seeing more skilled big men in the NBA that people don't become infatuated, because as we can see, I feel like we're gonna keep seeing girls with more polished game that's sidestep, all this superior game. I just hope it keeps on that trajectory, man, because it's obviously when women they're getting their just due and men are getting their just due, I just feel like it makes the basketball game just that much better. So that's my take on it. Obviously, Miss Aaliyah Chavez, keep an eye out for her. She has some serious game. Where will she go? I don't know, but we'll definitely keep you tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tapped in. I got any future topics? I can go find out some more game. Ain't no thing.
I said let's talk about the Hawks real quick. That'd be a quick little topic before we bring.
Good one.
Because a lot of people are this would be the draft that the Hawks get the number 1 overall pick when it's weak and you don't got the players.
Yeah, folks ain't watch the film, bro.
Yeah, man. I think obviously you got Jalen Johnson. I think he's really underrated, man. Obviously, I think it's time to move on, right? It's time to move on from Clint Capella. Maybe Okongwu. Okongwu's a good rotational piece.
They like Okongwu.
Yeah, I like him. Maybe he's a good rotation piece, but you move on from Capella. You go get a Sarr. This is what the Hawks are missing. When you look at the Hawks, right, they've always had great guard play. They don't have great front court play. Okay, they've been missing that for a little while. No disrespect to DeAndre Hunter. No disrespect to obviously Capella or Okongwu, but they need guys like that. And Johnson has been showing some flashes of that, right? But he moved on years ago from Cam Reddish and Kevin Huerter and things like that. But you go get a guy, and then you leverage different assets, right? If you want to move on from Trae Young, you can move on from Trae Young. Go get a star piece if you don't want Trae to be your backcourt mate. If you don't want it to be DeJounte, move on, send him, go get some picks or get some players to come in. What the Hawks going to have to do is decide if they're going to keep both, which probably is not likely, which one they're going to trade. That's it. And then you build the team around him, and that helps when you bring a guy like that in and give a little bit of window because, Trae Young is still young. Obviously, Murray is still kind of young and stuff like that. So, getting the Alex Sarr, it might take a year, 2 years for it to kind of materialize. But, you ain't been relevant for a while, so it's not going to hurt for that to be the case. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it'd be a knock out of park pick. What I'm saying is I hope they don't pull in the Atlanta Falcons. And we've seen what they did.
What you mean? You talking about Penix?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't play, but you didn't need that right there at number 8. You need a contributor. Like Atlanta needs to get the guy.
I don't know. The more and more I see his highlights, the more and more I like it.
I'm not saying he can't play. I agree with you. I'm just saying you need a guy to contribute right now. That's what Atlanta needs. You don't need a 2-3 year project. Guy right now.
Yeah. I think it was funny when you said move on, because as soon as you said move on, I thought you was going on the whole move on from Trae Young thing, and that's been a talk on sports radio lately of possibly getting rid of him because of what's his name, Johnson, saying that they don't play well together. And Johnson plays better, without, Trae Young on the court. Obviously Trae Young got injured this year, so you got a glimpse of how that looked. But yeah, I agree with you, Naj. I think that, you got to get a guy that's going to be an impactful guy that, you don't need a project. You need to go now. You got to go now, especially if you're going to keep Trae Young. Definitely, you got to go now because he's not getting any younger. One. Two, you got to see what you got in your young guys while, you got guys around, and, you want them to do the thing and be able to grow together and get some veteran presence to help them out and, make sure they're good and everything like that as well. So I like that. This Sar kid looking pretty good. I didn't know much about him.
7-2 now.
Yeah, he looks good, man.
Come on, bro. Playing the pick and roll as well. If it's me, I'm gonna keep Trae Young. I'm gonna ride it out this last year. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're gonna get a guy like Alex Sarr who can, dribble, who's gonna really force Trae to play more off ball. I think that if Trae plays off ball, that's gonna fix everything. If not, then you trade him at the end of this year. He's still gonna have high value. You know what I'm saying? As long as he doesn't get hurt, he should be good. Now, there's been some talk about getting pulling the plug on my goodness. Came from Detroit. All right, but Breeze is ready. Well, what I'm saying, we will conclude this in a three-man week, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know what I'm saying,
we can come back to it.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, keep your basketball shoes tied up. You know what I'm saying, keep your headband on. We can transition back into football.
Yes, sir. All right. So, without further ado, if you guys don't know who this is, get to know him. He's a rising edge rusher, formerly of Carrollton, now at Douglas County, big time guy. Let's give it up to my boy Breeze.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes,
most
sir,
definitely,
yes,
man. Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Definitely. All right, who wants to start up the conversation?
Hey, Breeze, I ain't gonna lie, man. They said you be grounding, bro.
What that mean?
Like when you take your shoes off, you like to walk. When you went to Tennessee, you took your shoes off and you walked on the grass.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Every college I go to, I usually take my shoes off and just feel the grass. You know what I mean? Just get a feel of the school and the grass I'm about to play on, possibly about to play on. Yeah.
Where do you get that from, bro?
My pop. So in the summertime, in my 7th grade year, my cousin had me working out with no shoes on, and it helps with ankle mobility. So my dad just took it from him, and then after we stopped training with my cousin, we would just like every time we work out on the grass or the turf, we would just always work out with no shoes on because it helped with ankle mobility. And after that, I've only had like one ankle injury, and the ankle injury was an ankle sprain just because somebody fell on it. You know what I mean? So just like natural accidents, that's all. But any other time though, it does. My ankle never gets messed up.
I can feel that. So, and they say, you know what I'm saying, you the jokester on the team, man. So, you know what I'm saying, just kind of what do you get? How did this personality? Because when I first seen, I said, man, Breeze, you know what I'm saying, he locked in, but he don't be about that, you know what I'm saying, about that playing around too. So even when I interviewed you, kind of loosened up at the end, but like, you know what I'm saying, where do you get your jokester personality from?
I mean, I get that from my dad. I really get most of my attributes from my dad, but some of them come from my mom too. But I had to say this one come from my dad because me and my dad always cracking jokes and we always like having fun with each other. So he was just saying like when I'm with my friends and when it's like if you show them how you really got, you don't have to be all serious all the time. Like you can crack some jokes, you can show them actually who you are, because nobody wants to think of you as the mean black guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to be portrayed as that. I'm really a cool guy. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I can respect that, man. So you fresh out of practice, man? How practice go today, brother?
Practice went well today. We really did offensive emphasis today, so that went really well. I played tight end today also, so we
Mm.
did a lot of heavy package and a lot of bone package today too. So that went real well. Um, we had defensive emphasis yesterday. That went real well too. But today had to be the best day for the defense today. I'm not gonna lie, because we had all of our dogs on offense today, and we had second team, and we had a little bit of first team on defense too. So practice went real well today.
You a pass catcher, bro?
Nah, I like to block, but I can't catch that ball. Like if they trust me to catch the ball, I'm gonna catch it. But I like to get dirty.
If they trust you, what you talking about, bro? What you mean if?
Because sometimes in practice, like I've only dropped 3 passes ever in Douglas County High School tight end history. For me,
Okay.
that's it, just for me. But any other time do I catch it and I take it to the house because it's always a deep ball or a short ball. Like it's mostly deep balls though.
So you want them Evan Ingram types, but you like to take the top off.
Of course, I ain't afraid to catch that ball, man.
I can't tell you got glasses on, brother.
Yeah, I got glasses on. I don't know if
Okay.
I might scoot up a little bit, but I don't know if the light messing it up.
Yeah, you good. You good. I thought you look real studious, brother. You know what I'm saying? You look like a lawyer type or something like that, man.
I've been wearing glasses. Y'all just never see me when I'm on the field because I don't need them. I get the calls from all the linebackers and stuff. They relay the calls very well, so I don't need them on the field.
Okay.
Do you let me ask this first. You know what I'm saying? Do you wear visors? Do you like wearing visors?
Yeah, I like wearing clear visors, but they said this year we might be able to wear dark visors in the bins, so I might wear my Phenom visor, my dark visor in the bins, but
That's
if
gonna be
we can.
cool.
But I love wearing. Yeah, I've been wearing it in practice, so I got some practice flicks with the dark Phenom visor, but I like clear visors a lot though.
Why you like them better than the opaques?
Like what's the opaques?
So like when you can't see, when the person can't see your eyes, can't see through.
Oh, cause like, well, let's just say if I get hurt or something, or like if I
Okay.
get a concussion, they can't see my eyes, and then
Right.
on top of that, yeah, I mean, well, they just can't see my eyes, so that won't work very well for me, just in case.
I got you. Now you a junior this year?
Yes, sir.
Upcoming? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
okay.
saying? It's getting close to that time where you get ready to go out to school. Have you thought about, you know what I'm saying, what you're gonna major in when you go to school?
Yes, sir. I've been thinking about majoring in physical therapy or criminal justice because my grandma, she's an ex-police officer, so she was a police captain. I'm sorry, she was a police captain. So she was like the best of the best in Fulton County. So
Okay.
she had me real into that before she retired. And then physical therapy, I just get my love for that because of football. Like, I just want to stay in the field with football. And I don't ever want to leave from it. But if I have to leave from it and go to something that I know that I would like, it'll just be criminal justice.
Most definitely, man. I put it on ice, man. I slide it to Jerome, man. What you got for Big Breeze, man?
Big Breeze, man. First, where did the nickname Breeze come from, man? Your name is Jordan Carter. Breeze is, I've always been just calling you Breeze because that's all I've been hearing. You put it all over your social media. Where did the nickname Breeze come from?
The nickname Breeze came from my uncle. So when I was first born, he just started calling me Breeze. It really doesn't have a meaning to it, but it just came from my uncle. And then once my dad started calling me that in youth football, because my dad's like really loud in the stands. So once everybody started hearing Breeze in the stands, then it just became, oh, that's Breeze. That ain't even Jordan. Like, that's just Breeze. And then my coaches started calling me Breeze. And then like people at school would just start calling me Breeze and my teammates. So then that's just how it came on.
Definitely, man. I like it. I like it though. It fits you. It fits you for sure.
Thank
So, obviously, you're a edge rusher here at Douglas County. What made you what was it when you realized like, hey, I can really play this position, and what made you get into playing edge? Everybody wants to be receiver, cornerback, quarterback, running back. Not everybody wants to be on a D line or offensive line. What made you want to be on the D line?
So when I first started playing football, I played as a running back and a DN and a linebacker. So I really fell in love with playing running back at first, but then my pops moved me to DN when I had went and played with Welcome on my 8U year for football. And then after that, I didn't play no running back for I didn't play no running back for Welcome All. So they just had me at DN the whole time I was there. And I just started making plays and I was like, this is way easier than running back. and then I can hit a lot more like I want to. And then the coaches are really good, so I was just like, this the position. And then ever since my 8U year, I just kept playing DN, and then I realized I was real good at it. It's never been a time where I was like, I'm not good at something, because I have self-confidence. So
Definitely. Love that. Well, I've been covering Douglas County for a while now, and I always see you on the field. And one thing I like about you is that you have a different, type of pass rush moves. You don't see that a lot of high school kids, have different pass rush moves. They usually have one thing and kind of stick to it. So, what's your favorite pass rush move, and how do you get so good at it? If you don't mind asking that.
Yeah, I could put it out there. I had to say my favorite pass rush move is the cross chop.
Mm-hmm.
And the person who started me off with the cross chop was Marcus Howard, because I used to train with him. But then I went to my other trainer named Smooth, and then like Marcus Howard, he gave me the move, and he helped me out with it, but I just couldn't get it down. But Smooth, he just like I'm trying to figure out how I can word it. He spent more time with me on the move so I could perfect it and get it down pat, because that was one of the moves that helped me. That was one of the moves that helped me get most of my sacks coming up at Douglas County, because I started working with him more in Douglas County. So
definitely, man, definitely. Now, ever since coming at Douglas County, and Aaron just got there as well, and I seen y'all two dynamic since him coming to Douglas County. Talk to us a little bit about that, y'all relationship, and obviously one's on offense, one's on defense. How did that kind of mesh, and how did y'all become so close and good friends?
Well, I've been knowing Aaron since my 8th grade year, so we've always been close, because our dads, they didn't really know too much about each other our 8th grade year. But when my pops had seen that AG was a baller, he sent his dad a message on Facebook, and he was like, "Your kid got game." And then after that, like, me and AG just started being more close, because we would hang around each other a lot more, and then we realized that we had a lot more in common than we thought. So just playing with each other on offense and defense, like it was just it just made the relationship better. And then coming to Douglas County, him playing defense with me is just like really well, because him going on the safety blitz and I'm going inside and we both getting at the quarterback. It's just I don't know how to put it. Like, it's just bad for the other team, but it's real good for us. And then us on offense, me blocking for the quarterback so he can throw it to AG, just makes everything way better. So
Definitely. Now, I was about to ask that, because y'all both play both ways. Did that kind of help you guys, when y'all discussing things as well? Like, maybe you're on defense, you can kind of tell him something when he goes on offense, or vice versa?
Yes, sir. So when he comes down, like, let's just say he comes down for a blitz, he's going to talk to me and let me know when he's going to go. But on offense, though, we don't really talk to each other like that, because we play two different positions. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be blocking. He's going to be running a route. So only time I'm talking to him is when he's scoring the touchdown. So that's really it.
That's a lot of talking, though. That's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, trying to get back to y'all dynamics. Right now, obviously, you got the Phenom shirt on. You're a Phenom athlete. Tell us a little bit about the Wii Ball. I'm sorry, not Wii Ball, but the what's it called? Behind the Ball. Sorry, the Behind the Ball series. It's a really good series. I've been watching every single episode. It's real fun and real cool to watch. Get to see your more fun side of you.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's going, man.
The series is going real well. So it's based off of us just going to colleges, or just us at practice, basically just having fun and doing what we usually do. So when we go to colleges, we'll always rock the Phenom gear, and then they'll see the behind the scenes of us talking to the coaches and us watching practice and seeing what we usually do. And then on the practice aspect, when we at practice, they see how focused we are, how locked in we are. Then like the times where we get to play and the times where we just get to chill, and really like when we're going to the colleges, they see the car rides, they see how like funny it is, like it's just everything. They see every side of us, and they just see how cool it is to be with us for about a day.
Definitely. Now, Bacon put up the video of you guys at the I think this was the Tennessee one, I believe, when y'all was driving up there with Brandon, who's Aaron's dad right there. And tell us about a little bit of how that the conversation be in the car, because it gotta be fun, it gotta be crazy.
The conversations we be having in the car, I can't even put them out there, because man, it'd be funny and it'd be crazy at the same time. But most of the time, it just be about me and AG being caked up with our girls. That's really about it, though. It really be about football. Because we both is some cakes, man. I can't even lie.
Chill out, chill out.
We really both some cakes, man.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
That's too funny. That's too funny. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen those series, definitely go and watch that, man. It's some great series on them and get to know, if you want to know Brees Carter, that's a good way to definitely see how he is. Because when he's talking to us, he's not like that. He's
Absolutely.
focused. He's a cool, sly guy. All right, I'm gonna let Naj ask this question now.
Yeah, man. So obviously, you talked about a relationship, obviously with Gregory, man. Obviously, y'all both got major offers, man. Are y'all trying to play together, man, on the next level?
That's the goal, but I mean, that's really the goal, but I don't know if our coaches, like his coaches for his top schools, I don't know if they're gonna see eye to eye with my coaches at my top schools. So, I mean, I hope we can play together at the next level, but if we can't, I mean, it's all good because we brothers at the end of the day, and we can end it off in our high school career. So I'm not really tripping if we don't go to college together, but it would be good if we did, though.
I got you. Now I remember it was a conversation you had. You may not remember, but it was back in February, right? You were talking to Jerome. I got to see a little bit of the tail end of it, and you just talking about this year, man. You want to just take the leadership kind of aspect a little bit more serious. You guys got real deep in the playoffs, lost obviously to Woodward Academy. Talk about how that's been, man, in the spring, that leadership quality, and some guys you've been coaching up and mentor, maybe young guys or guys same age as you, to kind of make sure y'all good and right to go.
So in practice, we always put up 24-21 on the scoreboard because that's the score that we lost. We lost by 3 points. So, of course, they're going to always have it up at practice, and Coach Wright going to preach to us about it. But one thing he wanted me to do this year was lead, because that's one thing I lacked last year, being a leader and speaking up. So this year, I always want to talk to the young guys. So when they get in there getting reps, when the first team not in there, I always coach them up, especially my position, because I feel like they're the future of our school. And when we gone, we're going to have to leave them with something so they can lead the next upcoming guys too. So I always want to lead when I'm not in or when they are in with me. And then when we all doing a drill together, let's say if we running together, I always push some boys to be in the front. If we lifting together, I always push some boys to go heavy with me. I always even if you can't do it, I'll spot you just so you can get a feel of how it is. You know what I mean? So I always want them young guys to get their reps and get their reps, whether it's football practice, weightlifting, or running. You know what I mean? So I always want them to be good for the next man up.
I like that, man. That's impressive. I mean, you still technically an underclassman. You won't be an upperclassman until next year, man. So hearing you taking that on the chin, man, definitely says a lot about not just, who you are as a player, but just your character and who you are as a person, man. So that's dope, man. I know college got to love to hear that.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And then for you, man, so if someone was to ask Jordan or Breeze, I should say, what's the best part of your game that makes you stand out from the rest, what would your response be?
Me personally, what makes me stand out is I always put my hairs on fire. Not a lot of guys gonna play like that. You go on film, you watch a full game, they ain't giving they all. But me personally, every play I go out there, I play like my hair's on fire, and that's what my dad taught me to do. Because you don't know who's watching. And when I got to high school, I had learned that college coaches always watch the full game. They watch your highlights, but they're gonna definitely watch the full game to see how you play. So, I mean, if you play with your hair like it's on fire, man, the coach is going to definitely want to recruit you, definitely want to offer you. And then when you get to college and the NFL scouts see that, they definitely going to want to draft you. So that's what stands out about me.
Got you. Now, let me ask you this, Jordan. Is there anybody like NFL-wise or even college that you just like to kind of model your game after, just bits and pieces, take from their game, maybe add different elements to yours? I mean, pass rush moves, things like that.
I have to say it's Max Crosby. He's a good defensive end for the Raiders. And the other guy is Micah Parsons. So this year I'll be dropping back a lot more. So I have to say, when me dropping back, I always want to look at his film and see how good he does it. But with Max Crosby, every time he comes off the line, he comes out super fast and always has a move in his head that he already knows he's about to do. So really, every time a team plays the Raiders, he always put fear in the quarterback. So this year, that's one of last year I put fear in a bunch of quarterbacks, but this year I get a chance to put fear in new quarterbacks. So that's what I'm trying to do this year.
Got you. Now, obviously, Douglas County is no stranger to playing on the big stage. You guys have been featured on TV several times. How cool is it, man, and kind of being in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium this year, playing in the Corky Kell, obviously being to go up against another really great program in Cedar Grove, but just being able to be on that platform, man, and be able to continue to put your talent that's already great out there.
It feels great. It feels great because we gonna get a taste of what it's gonna be like at the end of the year because we definitely gonna make it this year. So I like that we gonna be able to start it in the bins and finish it in the bins.
I got you. And let me ask you this, man. I don't know if you're big on rivalries, man, but I think there's one cooking, obviously in your region. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Obviously with Carrollton, you know how great they are. We know how great y'all are, man. But I think that matchup, man, is dynamite. So what's just your early thoughts? Obviously, no preparation. We ain't got to go technical stuff. But what's your early thoughts on playing them and potentially seeing them twice next year down the line to kind of get to where y'all want to be?
I feel like Carrollton is a great team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna knock the hustle of Carrollton. They're a great team. They got great coaches, but I feel like we got better everything at Douglas County High School. So it's gonna definitely be a good game. But at the end of the day, the best gonna win, and whoever's supposed to win, they're gonna win. So I mean, you know who I think gonna win at the end. You know who I think gonna win.
For sure.
But, so you already know what's up with me. But yeah.
I got you. All right, man. So I got a couple more. I'm gonna throw it back to the boys. I'm gonna ask some fun stuff, man. Open you up a little bit, man. So, hey, y'all boys just got a big win. What's the first spot if you allowed to? What's the first spot you hit after game to get some good food, man?
The first spot I'm hitting after got to be Waffle House.
Classic.
Okay.
Either it's Waffle House or it's at home going to sleep. That's my food right there for the night, going to sleep. I'm telling you, I'll be knocked out in the bed. I don't even want to eat after the game. I don't even want to eat after games. I'll be sleepy. I'll be tired.
Now let's say you do go to Wahoo or Waffle House. What's the order you getting?
So I'm getting 1 Texas bacon patty melt, 2 waffles, and one of the waffles is gonna be an all-star meal. And then I'm gonna wait till I get home. And once I wait till I get home to eat it, I'm probably gonna have a big thing of simply strawberry lemonade to drink with it.
All right, okay.
You gotta
All right. Let's go to, like, obviously I feel like you dress comfortable when you go to school, but let's say like you're trying to put a fit on. What's kind of the go-to as far as like the shoes, maybe the clothing, stuff like that? What's a go-to fit for you if you had to say?
A go-to fit for school, I'm gonna just put it first day. I'm gonna go first day. So first day, what I would rock, I'd probably rock some polo cargo pants. And then if it's the first day, like last year, the first day I went off-white out of offices. And then probably a cool like essential shirt, you know what I mean? Or a hoodie, like just based off of the weather. Like if it's hot, essential shorts, essential shirt, and then some designer shoes.
All right, okay, that's smooth. All right, now let me ask you this, Breeze. Do you play any video games, or what do you like to do outside of football? You got a little bit of downtime to kill.
Well, outside of football, I like to play video games with my buddies most of the time, because I only get a lot of time with them outside of football. So, and really outside of school too, because most of the time when we in class, we can't leave class. So, you know what I mean? I gotta stay in class. I gotta do my work. So outside of football, I'll be on the game with them or I'll be sleeping, because the weekends is my time to chill. So yeah, the weekends is my time to chill. So I love to sleep. That's one of my favorite things to do. But being on the game is another one also, and spending time with my family.
Gotcha. What games you into, man?
I like Madden. I like GTA. I don't like 2K. And what's another game I like? I like Fortnite too. You never go wrong with Fortnite. That's a classic right there.
Nah, you're right about that. All right, so I gotta ask you the hot button topic, man. You know NCAA about to drop. I think they just dropped the cover. I know you probably gonna get the game. What's the first team you using?
West Virginia. First player I'm using, Israel Boyce. No question.
Yes, sir.
No question.
Yeah.
No question.
Sir, your boy. Okay.
I love that. Boy, used to play with you. I love that. Okay. I'll throw it back to y'all. I like the Manses.
For sure. They pretty much asked a lot of the questions. I actually did. I feel like I asked you this before, man. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you've been at Carrollton. What would you say is the biggest difference in just the culture from being at Carrollton and now at Douglas?
I have to say the coaching staff, like, I feel like the coaching staff at Douglas County puts more into you than they would at Carrollton, you know. And then we spend a lot of the coaching staff spends a lot of time with the players, so we have a great relationship. Like at Carrollton, we spend most of our time in film, and we'll do like some team outings. But at Douglas County, we do a lot of team bonding with each other, and we just get to relax and chill with each other, and we get a break from everything. So even though like we a hardworking team, we still deserve our breaks though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of teams gonna say all gas, no breaks, but sometimes you gotta rest the body and relax. And then like the coaches gotta also show you some love too. So I have to say at Douglas County, the whole coaching staff is different and in the way they do things.
Most definitely, man. I gotta ask you, man, I know, you know what I'm saying, you're going into your junior year, but do you have a timeline, you know what I'm saying, for your commitment day, or you know what I'm saying, when you gonna drop top schools, anything like that?
As of right now, no, sir. I'm really just right now I'm just focusing on like spring
Ball.
so far. But like when the summertime comes and I get to go on more visits, because this summer and with the Beyond the Ball series, I'm gonna be able to go on a lot more visits I've been wanting to go on to. So I'm gonna be able to experience schools and talk to different coaches and talk to more coaches too. So yeah.
For sure. And have you wrapped your mind around, you know, you got the docu-series going on, man. Have you wrapped your mind around it, like what it's doing for you? Not only just your brand, but like when you get older, you get to look back on your younger self, like, man, this is how I really was. Have you thought about that?
I have, you know, so like sometimes I just sit back and then look at the things that God has given me, and I look at that. I look at the series as a proof tape to show you how good I was and the blessings the blessings I received. So, you know, I just really look at it like that.
Last couple questions for me, man. Is a guy out of the quattro, I like to call y'all, man. You got yourself, Aaron, James, and you got Ladarian, man. There's not a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't got like a lot of buzz about people talk about. So just talk about the brother. You know what I'm saying, how's y'all relationship like, and what can we expect from a young man this spring, summer, and the upcoming season?
Well, I'm gonna just put it to you like this: all four of us are some dogs.
Yeah.
So this spring, you gonna get everything we got. Even though we can't touch, even though me and LD can't touch the quarterback, we still gonna hold him up in the air and show him that we sacked him. You know what I mean? But AJ and Aaron, it ain't really too much we can say about them because they're going to score touchdowns. They're going to get them yards at the end of the day. And they great players, and they got great personalities. Me and LD both also. So it's not really too much we can say because the media knows, the public knows, the coaches knows. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right. Word. I can respect that. And then last thing for me, man, just obviously, you know what I'm saying, you were taking care of, brother, you know what I'm saying, you got the glasses on, man, your room laid out, you got the jerseys up and everything, but, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, they put a lot of focus on people who come from the trench, like, those are the dogs, man, they got to work, they got to push past different roadblocks, you know what I'm saying, you live in the comfort, man, just what's your why do you go so hard, why do you want to pursue the dream to eventually go to the NFL?
well, one of my reasons, I got a bunch of reasons. I got a bunch of whys. Like, I got a big family. And I got a great God also, but really one of my biggest whys is just for my family on my dad's side. Like I have to say, my grandmother, she works a lot. She works really hard for me, and she has done a lot for me that a lot of people won't do. So I have to say she's one of my biggest whys because she does a lot for me. So seeing that, I want to take it in consideration to like every day just go hard for her, do something good for her. Like if it's somebody homeless on the street, give them $20 because my grandma would. You know what I mean? Just think about my grandma. What would my grandma do? Because she's a very good person, and she's always helped the need out. Like she's always helped other people out, and has always helped me out too. So she's one of my biggest whys.
Awesome, man. So Breeze, man, you know, obviously the Behind the Ball series is a big series, and like I said, I've been watching it. I also seen you and Aaron's, you know, offers been going crazy lately, and I noticed both y'all got one school, you know, Michigan. So, do you have any plans to go, you know, take an official visit to Michigan, man?
I mean, right now we we haven't really discussed nothing about going to Michigan because that's like real far. That's real far. I'm not gonna lie, but
It is.
that's one of my like schools I want to go to though because I heard the facility real nice and it's real
Yeah.
cold down there. I love the cold. So
I was about to say, make sure you go now while it's still warm.
oh yeah,
Before it gets too cold, too cold. But yeah, man, that's awesome. So, like I said, I love what you guys are doing, you and Aaron. What is, I seen the behind the ball thing, and I seen y'all playing ping pong, and my man, you was hitting that thing like you
I'm a little too
was
strong
hitting
for
that
ping
ball kind of
pong.
hard.
Yeah, I'm a little too strong for ping pong, man. Yeah, I'm way too strong for ping pong. I'm not really
Yeah,
that
yeah.
good at
So,
it.
is there any other sports or anything like that you play and or something that you're better at than Aaron?
Well, I'm way better than him at hooping.
Okay.
So I can't shoot. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot shoot. I cannot shoot for nothing. I can't shoot for nothing. But I can dunk. I can get rebounds, and I can lay the ball up, and I can hit mid range shots. Like if it's 3-pointer, that's way out of my range. Like if you want to do a 3-point contest, you automatically gonna beat me because I'm probably gonna make one out of the 30 shots, man.
Got a little Julius Randle game.
Facts. Like I can really dunk. Like I be in first period. Like when we don't have a first period class, I go to the gym. And I just go straight over there just to dunk on folks and just play basketball.
Hey, definitely,
So,
definitely. Now, I'm glad that you said that because, and I was gonna ask these boys before you got on, but we can talk. We can talk about it now. Lately, there's been this NBA going to the NFL,
Mm.
NFL going to the NBA. I want to know what your thoughts on that. Like, do you agree with either side? You think both can do what? What's your thoughts on it, man?
I feel like a lot of NBA players can play in the NFL, but a lot of the NFL players cannot play in the NBA because, for one, NFL players we way too strong. Every time we shoot the ball, it's gonna go in the stands, man. Like if you play basketball in high school and a little bit in college, then you can definitely play in the NBA. Like if you did that crossover, you can definitely play in the NBA. But NFL, you just straight football player, you definitely can. I don't believe I can. But a lot of NBA players, they can definitely come to the NFL. Like Bronny, he's got a really good wingspan and he could be a safety. Like he's 6 foot 6'1". He could definitely be a safety if he's not scared to hit, not scared to go
Right.
up for the ball. But like a lot of NBA players can definitely come to the NBA. They got the size and the heart too, but not the skinny centers. Like Wembanyama, he can't play nothing. First hit, he out of there on
Done.
the stretcher,
Yeah.
literally.
Well, that was the argument that and the NFL players were saying because with football you gotta understand how to hit, not only just hit but take hits as well. So
Right.
yeah, that was the big thing on that. But yeah, I agree with you. I think you go both ways. It just depends on who, for sure.
Honestly, I feel like Draymond should have played in the NFL, but he shouldn't have played tight end. He should have played D tackle. Like you see, if you look at his film, he cannot catch.
Yeah, I
LeBron
was
should
going
have
to say
played.
that.
Yeah, LeBron should have played tight end. Like
Yeah,
LeBron could have played tight end. He definitely could have played tight end. But Draymond Green, on the other hand,
DT.
can't play offense. Definitely a defensive guy. Cannot catch, but he look like he ain't afraid to hit because he love to fight on the court. So he probably would be real good on
Yeah.
defense.
Facts.
Yeah.
How long do you think it takes for the body? Like if you play basketball primarily, you know what I'm saying, you're not taking the licks. How long do you think it'll take for a body to kind of adjust to a football practice, let alone a game?
Honestly, I feel like basketball guys are way more conditioned than football guys because you're running at a constant pace all the time and you don't get to stop when you're playing basketball. You know what I mean? Unless it's a timeout or it's a foul. So they'll definitely adjust very well to the conditioning aspect, but to the hitting aspect, they definitely gonna have to warm up to that because football you get hit a lot. Like you get hit a lot. So that's really the only thing they have to warm up to. Like the technique and the hitting is the only thing they have to warm up to. But the conditioning, they'll be really good at that.
So you said like maybe like a spring, like a spring, summer, they should be ready to
Yeah,
like take the
really,
beating.
really the spring because you hit a lot during the spring, so that should really just get you ready for summertime. Because summertime, we do padded camps and we hit just a little bit in the summertime. And the summertime you condition. So in the summertime you condition,
Mm-hmm.
you lift, and then you go to padded camp. So that's really about it. But I feel like spring they'll be the best version of themselves because they'll get the hitting, and then that's really about it. Like they'll just get the hitting and condition a little bit, but they'll be good by the summertime, of course.
Definitely keep us update on the paddock camps, but we're trying to come out and hit the paddock camps too this year.
I got you. I think this year, I don't know if we're going to any this year, but because today we just had a meeting about it, and I don't think we're going to any camps as a school as of right now, like any Mercer camps or Kennesaw camps. But paddock camps, I really don't know about right now. So I got you.
Appreciate you, G.
Yeah. By the way, we'll be out there on Thursday. So
Okay, I got you.
But all right, last little couple of questions I like to ask this to everybody that gets on. I want to talk about your teammates, your coaches, how the dynamic is in there. So, let's do the coaches first. So out of all your coaches, who's the one that is more team friendly, always joking around with the players and things like that? Who's that guy?
Coach Soley, right off the rip, Coach Soley.
Okay.
That's the D-line coach.
Give us an example of how he is to you guys.
So when we in the drills, and let's just say somebody mess up, like he gonna make a joke out of it, but then we gonna get back locked in though, and then he gonna help him out. But really, he's just like a real big jokester on the team. Mm-hmm. So he the person that helped me warm up the most too. Like when I first came to Douglas County, I was real quiet and real set forward on what I wanted to do. So I was like, I want to start right off the bat. I was like, I want to start. I want to be the best DN to ever come out of Douglas County. But then Coach Sully was just like, you got to chill out. You're going to get all of this, but you got to chill out and just be patient because all of it's going to come. And then he was just like, just being around him, you get to crack jokes and everything. And then you be locked in, but you can crack jokes and relax and chill for a little while.
Not to cut you off, Jerome. Talk about that a little bit, man. Because especially in today's world, social media is real big, and we just want even us, as journalists, we want to be at that next level. We want to be at a 247, Rivals, ESPN, or whatever. Yeah. So just talk a little bit about just remaining in the process and taking it day by day.
So, for my process, I'm real set forward on I'm real set forward on my goals. The goal is to definitely make it to college and make it to the NFL. So really for my process, just keep my head straight because it's a lot of things coming at me right now. My biggest thing is I just need to be humble and remember what I didn't have before all of this came, because like having all these accolades, having all this recognition is really good. But remember where I used to be, just really like helps me keep my head down, because not too long ago, my freshman year, not a lot of guys knew about me. They all knew about the guy that played quarterback at Carrollton High School, and they never knew about me. So me coming to a different school and me definitely getting to shine, like that just helps me remember how to stay humble and helps me remember my goal.
I remember you singing that part in the USA at the Elite Classic, brother. Yeah, I knew you was gonna be special then, though, twin.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
All right, before I was interrupted, I'm gonna switch you, bro. But so I think I know who this gonna be, but I want you to answer it. I'm not gonna give you any hints, but the stern coach, who's the stern one, the one that's gonna get on your butt all the time, who's that coach?
Coach White.
Yeah, I figured.
Coach White. Coach White be joking too. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Coach White be joking too, but he be real detailed. Like, if we have a bad practice that next day, ain't no joking. He gonna be real detailed about what he want and he gonna get it too, I promise you. Because if we keep messing up, we're gonna have to go to church. That's what y'all know about. Y'all know about church right there.
Yeah. What you need, bro?
You get a 45-pound plate and you push it all around the field until you spell church.
Ooh,
that's tough.
Just imagine if you have bad grades, dog. This ain't never happened to me though. I got all A's, but just imagine if you have bad grades, you have to spell out a whole thing of church twice. And if you got a C, you got to do like a C and an H, and that's about it. But I'm telling you though, like at DC, we got a lot of punishments for the guys that want to act right. So
that's good, but that's tough.
Can you give me a Coach White impression?
Nah, because I can't even do it. I ain't gonna lie, I cannot do it. He gonna see this last dude that did an impression, man. He ain't play for a game.
Coach like that?
I'm just joking. But nah, man. Coach White don't like people doing impressions on him. At least not in the public. Like in private, it'd be funny. because we all be doing it in private, but in public, I'm telling you, that jump, he gonna get you.
Got you. All right, so I'm gonna ask a couple more questions about your teammates. Who's the goofiest on the team? Who's the one that's always not serious, being goofy on the field and off the field? Who's that guy?
LD.
LD?
Yeah. This the only dude I know that be having water fights in school, man. It's LD and James. LD, James, and Brandon. All of them be having water fights in school. That's what make Douglas County different from Carrollton, too. You don't never get to have that type of fun in school. Like our administrators, they're really
laid back.
They not laid back, but they let us have our freedom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So because they know that we good students and we good student athletes and we all are good students too. So they real laid back on letting us do things. But when it's certain things that are serious, like they're real like straightforward on that one right there.
They try to be kids.
Like that.
Yeah.
Now, who's a stern one on your team? Like, who's the one that's always like in game mode all the time? The one that's like the rah guy on your team. Who's that guy?
This dude on the D line named J Ray. You'll barely catch him smiling, I promise you. Literally the silent killer, I promise you. He barely smiles. Like it takes a lot for him to smile, but if you on the other side of the ball or if you're a different team and you're not on D line, it takes him a lot to smile. But if it's just like us, he gonna be smiling and laughing. But I promise you, if you on that other side of that ball, he ain't gonna be smiling or laughing. He gonna be real serious.
Definitely. All right, last one. Who has the weirdest pregame ritual on your team? Just something weird that they do right before a game. Just like, why he do that? Like, why is that this ritual?
I had to say me.
You? Okay.
Yeah.
What was that? The touch the grass thing?
Yep. Got to walk around the field with my shoes off. So that whole day in school, I have no socks on. I'm probably gonna have on some slides with no socks or my Jesus sandals. I don't know where they at. Oh, there they go right here. My Jesus sandals. I'm probably gonna have on my Jesus sandals with no socks. With no socks, and then I'm gonna go and walk around on the field. I'm probably gonna eat 2 plates of pregame, drink a bunch of water, drink a bunch of Gatorade, and then really just sit down. It's not weird, but I just sit down and pray and take a nap, and that's about it though. Cause I take a long nap. I gotta take a nap before the game.
Boy, you sleep a lot.
Yeah, I really do. That's my favorite thing to do, man.
You sleep a lot.
I'm super active, and I gotta wake up earlier than a lot of people. So
yeah. Just to let you know, before we got on the podcast, he asked me how long it's going to be. I'm pretty sure that's because he wanted to get some sleep, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to go get in the shower right after this. I just came back from my school. I just came back from practice, and they had Battle of the Bands in the gym. Okay. So I got to sit up there and watch that for a little bit. But just seeing that was tiring, man. Like, just watching Battle of the Bands was just tiring. I wasn't even doing nothing but sitting there dancing a little bit and just listening out. But, yeah. Because I fell asleep on the car ride home.
Sleep, man. Hey, reserve that energy so when you go on that field, you can just unleash it.
Yep.
There you go. Well, I'm gonna let Bacon get his. I'm gonna get Najeh get his last couple questions. So I don't want to hold you too long. Okay. Take away your sleep, man. But
you good?
Appreciate you getting on. Go ahead, Najeh.
Thank you. That's cool. We let you go, man. One, put us on some game, Breeze. Obviously, we know who's gonna get a lot of attention. James, you, obviously, AG. LD, but put us on some games, some underrated guys we should watch this year out of Douglas County.
Solomon Fabian, Jalen Ray, those are 2 on the D line, and then Solomon Fabian, Jalen Ray, Robert Tyson, he a DB, at our school. Bratson McLester, he's a nickel for our school. Kendon Arnold, he a linebacker, and then on offense got to be Julius Dumas, offensive lineman. Eddie Outford, offensive lineman. Josh Vaughn, that's one of my good buddies. He's a center for our team. And then DJ Bordeaux, I don't know if you guys know about him, but DJ Bordeaux, that's our new quarterback. And then our running back, Zamarcus Lindley. Our other running back, Rakeem Kelly. And then we got this new dude from Philly, though, but he is so tough. I can't remember his name because we always call him Philly, but he's tough. You're going to see him out there, too. He's one of the fastest guys on our team.
What position?
And our other quarterback, we got another quarterback from Villa Rica, Zaylen Bell, real good quarterback, very great quarterback. And then one of our wide receivers, Adam Carter. We got Adam Carter. We got Dre Darius Reading, and then we got Brandon Ellison. And then I'm trying to figure out one more. It's really not one more because we got Brandon. Well, my bad. We got James and Aaron. So those really our guys. But yeah, if I didn't say Adam Carter, if I didn't say Adam Carter, I'm gonna say right now Adam Carter because he's one of our good guys too. But
And
yeah.
then
You just made the whole team.
the guy you said that's named Philly, what position he play?
Running back. We got a deep running back core. Like I'm telling you right now, we gonna have some good run game this year, better than last year. I promise you. Oh, and my dog at linebacker and running back, Mike Hasty.
Yes, sir.
He can tote that rock and he can play linebacker too. He ain't afraid of nothing.
No doubt. No doubt. All right, last one, man. If you do decide to have something, I really don't know if you will, but if you do decide to have something for your commitment down the line a year from now and some change, all I want to say is that we love to be there, man. If you send out invites, man, we love to be a part of this your process, man, and decide on what you're gonna call home in your next school.
I got y'all, you know. For my commitment, I wanted everybody that's been a part of my recruitment there. So, like, behind the hatches, like y'all really, I mean, inside the hatch. I'm sorry, y'all
I was
really
gonna
have.
say.
My bad.
You
Y'all
good.
have really been on me. Y'all been looking at me for a long time, especially Bacon Network too. So everybody really invited because I mean it's a family thing. So everybody invited. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys for bringing me on today too.
For sure, bro.
100%. Definitely. Well, that's gonna do it, Breeze. Appreciate you getting on, man. I know you cutting into your sleeping time. I want to cut into it
Good.
any more of that, man. You love your sleep, so I want to take that from you. But we appreciate you, bro. Have a good one. We'll see you on Thursday, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, you guys have a good one as well. I'll see you guys soon. All right.
All right. So that was Jordan Carter Breeze, man, really good edge rusher from Douglas County. What you guys think about the interview, man?
Super dope, bro. Super dope.
Yeah, and this is what I like about us having these kids on here because we, you know, again, I've interviewed him. I'm pretty sure you guys interviewed him. He's very stoic. He's very, straight to the point. Especially when it's just talking about football. But we got to get him on the podcast here. He seemed like a lot more loose and a lot more open to talk about himself and a lot more playful. And I like that about having guys on this podcast. Me and Najeh was just talking about that yesterday. Just open, being able to have a podcast where we can let the kids go what's the word, Naj?
Just be themselves, be authentic.
Yeah, there you go. So I love it, man. I love it. What you guys thought about it, though?
Smooth, bro. Like, that's just what the people just seen and what we just did is just a product of, just being on a kid, from early on, like you said, and building that relationship the way you can ask different things, not just, where you going, what's your recruitment timeline, or, what type of cleats you got on, you get to really just kind of not even really peel the layers, just talk, that's really all we just did, for real.
For real.
Nah.
Nah, not at all.
Nah. It's peeling the layers, man. Like you said, man.
It's peeling the layers, but like
yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, because I told y'all, like I said, the recruiting part is cool, man. But when you can have a genuine relationship with them, it's different, bro. Like you said, he just said, like, yeah, y'all like family, like. That's what you want to hear a person say. And then I always tell you this, Bacon, build a relationship outside of that because you don't know what they're going to become. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this platform is to all the players that we bring on the big guys. The guys.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but also it's not only just, where it could be. It's just they're just humans just like us too, man. And they just want to be taught to. And, not every media outlet allows them just to be humans. It's always just, obviously we got a job to do. We got to, cover them and cover the football and, try to get a story in a sense. But at the same time, they're humans too. They like to they like to talk about other things than just football. They like to, do other things and, have relationships with people, and, I think that's something that all three of us do really well. And, that's why, when it came to making this podcast, I was like, this will make sense because, bro, like that's literally what all three of us do. So, I like that. We like to keep these kids, feeling welcome and, looked at more than just a media outlet. You know what I'm saying? Look at Najeh. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Nah, it's cool. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, like this is not just 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. Like we're here to, give everybody that attention, man, to come on here and tell your story and a little bit more about yourself and just somewhere you can come on, man, have a good time, have some fun. It ain't just all about obviously recruiting is a fun thing and it's a great thing to know where these kids are going, but it's also building that relationship rapport with them as well.
Exactly, bro. Period.
Yep.
All right. So, Bacon, you want to get back to the 3-man weaves? Anything else you want to get back onto that with that?
Nah, for sure, man. We can do the transition, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, you won't know. This is the best basketball segment known to ladies, to man, woman, child, and animal. Sponsored or the 3-man weave, sponsored by nobody just yet. But first and foremost, not just yet. But you know what I'm saying, we'll get back to the Alex Sarr thing in just a moment. We'll break that down. But first topic is in NBA player in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, just if you listen to the podcast, sports podcast, you definitely heard it by now. I guess I'll start since I'm talking. I think that you can get more NFL players to play basketball before you get them to play NBA. And I say that real lightly. You know what I'm saying? When I say an NFL player can go to an NBA or, you know what I'm saying, role player at best. You know what I'm saying? At best, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to be an elite NBA player. You know what I mean? You can have a jump shot, but when you got a guy that's 6'8" on you at the same size or it's longer than you is not cake. At best, you can probably be a Dennis Rodman, a good rebounder, you know what I'm saying, a good hustle player. But going from basketball to football, slim to none, man. Like I said, like Bree said, it's going to take your body to adjust. But when you're playing grown men who's paying mortgages, putting their kids through school, playing with a different emotion, you know what I'm saying? It's not what you think. It's not what you think. So I think you can go from an NFL to basketball, but barely. You know what I'm saying? Barely.
I agree. And for slightly different reasons. Because this is the thing. I think that nowadays, if you play football, you probably picked up a basketball more than anything. But if you play basketball, you less likely play football. You get what I'm saying? So that's where in my mindset, I think that NFL players can translate to basketball a lot more because there's a lot more dual sport football players than dual sport basketball players. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I think that, even with there's plenty of like Cooper DeJean that just got drafted by the Eagles. He was a phenomenal player for Iowa. I'm sorry, he didn't play for Iowa, but he was a phenomenal player before he got to Iowa. His high school highlight tapes, he's over here dunking on people, pulling up, shooting, and you're like, Dad, why he didn't play basketball? Like he looked good. Like he looked good as a basketball player. So you usually see that. Usually football players playing. I'm sorry. Yeah, usually football players play basketball more. Now you do have some guys like AI. They said AI was a really good quarterback when he was in high school. We just talk about Draymond. Well, Draymond couldn't catch, but you see there is some players that do both and want to be basketball players. But generally, at least in my eyes, I see a lot more football players. Basketball players going into football. You have Antonio Gates, who was a really good basketball player. Was undrafted, came into the NFL and became a great, tight end. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. So I think it's just you just see that a little bit more, the transition. Football players, used to play basketball more. What do you think, Notch? Oh, you muted, bro. That's yo, you muted. I was like, hold on.
Trying to see how I can say this. I mean, I think it's an argument both sides. I think when it comes to basketball, you have to be a little. It's a skill game. Okay,
It is.
everybody like. You have to be way more skilled compared to football. Like as y'all was saying to y'all points, you can kind of be a former basketball player and transition over. You hear it all the time. We talk to coach. Oh, he just started playing football. He was just playing basketball. He was just playing soccer. He's just playing, just running track, and he came
That's
out.
high school though.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying in general, though. I mean, you see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So high school is the level we cover. So that's as an example. Obviously, and then you have college guys like, Jimmy Graham is another one, right? Obviously, he was playing basketball and then transitioned to football right before, obviously the last couple of years, and then ended up playing and being, all-world type of tight end. So when it comes to it, I think probably NBA players have a little bit more success rate than maybe NFL players coming over because, again, the skill gap's different. NFL, you can kind of, back to the high school point, you can kind of learn different things as you go, what I'm saying, and add different things. You don't necessarily have to be as skilled. Not saying you don't have to be skilled, you don't have to be as skilled as compared to the NBA and making it there. And yeah, I would agree with some of those statements. I think it's probably a little bit easier for NBA players to do it. I think it'd be tougher for NFL players to come over and have that same type of success.
Salute.
I like what Bree said. He said NFL players are too strong.
Not true. Like certain positions, like Shannon said, like Shannon probably not gonna be able to shoot no jumper too tough. You know what I'm saying? Off the hesitation, bro. So it all depends on your body type, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
There's another thing though, and to kind of get on the opposite spectrum of that, during the off season, NFL players are playing basketball more than NBA players. NBA players can't play football in off season, so that's probably where you hear a lot of that too. Because a lot of these NFL players are on the court with their boys, shooting around, playing basketball. And I'm not saying that they're all stars when they're doing it, but they have a lot more. It's easier. I think it would be an easier transition for them than an NBA player comes to the NFL. But as far as like skill wise, like Najeh was saying, it might be the reverse. If you give them longevity and let them, learn the game in the NFL, I think an NBA player can get to the point where an NFL player is, and then be better at NFL than an NBA and than a football player playing basketball longevity wise. You get what I'm saying? So it could be just like a longevity thing because obviously there's going to be a lot more adjustment for an NBA player. Like we said, the hits, you got to get a lot bigger, a lot more stronger. You know what I mean? Like, in NBA, you could be a lot more lean and still pretty good. You see the kid from the Spurs, I forgot his name. Well, I don't know how to say it rather, but that kid right there, he's very thin, but he can ball, bro. He's nice, but you can weather that. You can't really beat that one and have real. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. This is, like I said, there's a reason why, I'm saying, the bull in the ring, the drill is canceled, but that's neither here nor there. We'll transition to the next topic. Do we believe that it's over with for the Minnesota Timberwolves? Personally, I don't know. I think it's up in the air. I got to see. Are they playing tonight? Yes, they are playing tonight. I got to see what goes on tonight. If they lose tonight, it's probably over. If they win tonight, it's going to go 7. But I'm going to stick with my pick, like I said at the beginning of the show. I like Anthony Edwards. I like the dog in him. I'm a ride with the Georgia boy, man. No lie. What you think, Nash? I think Jerome has some technical issues.
Yeah, I think it's a big game for them. Must win. I don't think it's over yet. But I think they got to definitely have a big game tonight and can't do it himself. I don't know what's been said on the sports show since I've been busy myself about what's tonight, but they definitely going to need. Cat needs to step up. I've been saying that for years. He got to stop getting punked, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people revere kind of and see as the best player on that team because he got that mentality. Like he's chirping at them guys after the game is over. So that's just something you can't teach. And that's what I always tell my cousin, like, stop comparing players from this generation to a Kobe, a MJ, or even some of the greats from back then because they don't embody that mindset. I think Ant does. He welcomes the competition, right? He wants to be the best of the best. He wants to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there's players in this era that not saying they don't want to be great, they do, but they don't have that same type of mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since we've seen that kind of a mindset with a player. And I think he embodies that. So big game, but he can't do it alone. I mean, he just put up 44 the other night. So he definitely needs some help, and he needs Cat and them to step up. It's as simple as that, and change the pick and roll. They're killing him with that pick and roll, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? Put Ant back on Murray, man. That was working early in the series, man. You know what I'm saying? Make him uncomfortable because Ant gonna be able to switch it better than what they're switching. And when they overplay, they dumping it down to Jokic and letting them cook. To me, I'd rather Jokic go off than Murray get hot. Murray's kind of that clincher, game changer, closer. Because if he's rolling, then it's just like, bro. And he knocking them fadeaways out of bounds and hitting them deep corner shots. Like, you're in trouble. But if Jokic go off for 40, 50, you feel good. No disrespect. Jokic is a phenomenal player. But what makes him elite is not his only ability to score, but his passing ability. When you come and double him, he find open man, then he knocking down them shots, and then you in a world of trouble. So they got to do something to change up that pick and roll or some kind of action to disrupt it, force Jamal Murray to some turnovers, some bad decisions, make him feel uncomfortable, and shoot how he was shooting the first couple games of the series.
Elite breakdown, my man. That was elite right there. Let's show it. What you got, Jerome?
Are you really asking me right now?
I mean, are you gonna say it? So are you gonna say that they're gonna? Are you gonna say that Denver's gonna win these next 2 games?
I think it's gonna be
on the record.
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 3-2. I think they're gonna win tonight. I think Timberwolves are gonna go home, get one. I think it's gonna go to 7, and Nuggets are gonna get it 7. I think that's how it's gonna go. It's hard. It's hard winning 4 in a row, bro. It's hard winning 4 in a row. So
for sure.
I think that Timberwolves probably get one. Maybe a close one next. The next one. What's today? Wednesday. So I think the next one's Friday. They could get one on Friday. I think. I think. I hope. I like a good series. I really do like a good series. I think this is a good series. Nuggets really adjusted to a lot of stuff that were issues in the first 2 games, especially game 2, which was just horrible. Getting off the pick and roll a lot better. Staying out of foul trouble, even though they kind of, Jokic kind of had a little foul trouble a little bit at the end of last game, but keeping out of that, the turnovers were lower. It wasn't as many turnovers. I think game 3 they had 2 or 3 turnovers. That's it. The entire time, and that was the biggest bigaboo the first 2 games. They was getting smothered by the defense, couldn't move the ball around like they were lately. So, they really did adjust. Murray's getting hot again. Timberwolves have got a team though, and as long as Anthony's there, bro, like I would never put anything past that team, man. Anthony Edwards is a dog, bro, and I'm not gonna go say what Najeh said last time with the MJ comparison, but he's the next big superstar, bro. Like I feel like he's gonna take over that LeBron, role. And I'm not saying he's LeBron either. I'm not saying that either. But once LeBron's ready to retire, I think he's gonna be that next guy that we're gonna be talking about. Like, yo, he's the next great NBA player. So as long as they got him, they're gonna ball. I think. I know, Najeh, you was talking about Anthony stepping up. I think Gobert needs to be the one to step up a little bit more. You know what I mean? He's doing. Don't get me wrong, he's doing well, but like he keeps getting in foul trouble. He keeps fouling and stuff like that. I think he's
enough. Gobert is Gobert, bro. You know where he's gonna be. I don't even think he's the one defensive player of the year this year.
Come on, bro.
I just don't. You know what I'm saying?
I give it to him, though, bro. This year.
Nah, I just don't think so. I mean, he's a liability in the playoffs, bro. I mean, he had a good year, but it's the same story. What's going to be. That's
what I mean. That's what I mean, Najeh. That he's being such a liability. That he's the one. That's why I said I think he needs to be the one to step up. Because if he's going to be the liability, then you need to step your stuff up. Because we need you.
I agree, but that's what Cat is too. My point, you bring up a good point defensively, though. I'll give you that. But offensively, give me some punch, bro. Come on. You can't expect Ant to carry the load, bro. Ant is there to help you. You know, this is what's gonna take the team over the top. Like, are you trying to? You gotta listen to me. You got a chance to win a ring this year. What are you doing? What are you doing? You have a. I'm not saying they're gonna beat y'all. I'm just saying you have a chance to win a ring with an emerging superstar. What are you doing? Are you really letting Jokic of all people? Come on, bro. He barely moves. Cook him. If he's gonna cook you, cook him on the other end. What are we doing?
You're not talking about Rudy, are you?
You're too big for that. You're too skilled. You're the best shooting big man in the league.
Okay,
what are you doing?
Yes.
Cook him. Go at him. That's the problem. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be done. That's the problem with this era of the NBA. There is no cooking. Like, I'm up in you, bro. There ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do. Okay, we finna go at it. That's why I like Ant so much, because that mindset perspective is not there. That's why I like looking at the greats, the MJs, the Kobe's perspective, mindset. It's always there.
Let's not gloss over Kyrie Irving now.
And some people will overlook it. Some people will say, oh, well, they were this, they were that. That's why they were so great. That's why they were champions. That's why they went 6-0 in the finals. That's why Kobe went 5-2. That's the difference makers. So that's what puzzles me about the NBA now. It's just like, bruh, if you that dude, you that dude. Go be that dude. Stop letting Jokic punk you. Go be that dude.
That's facts.
I digress.
That's facts.
Sorry for my passion plea, but it just gets on my nerves. It's just like, bro, you got a chance to win a ring and you playing soft. Like, go at him. Go get a bucket. You're complaining on calls. Like, go get a bucket. Go score.
Put your back to the basket, Carl. That's all we ask you to do, man.
Right.
That's a perfect way to end the segment. We're going to transition into a lighter topic of the NCAA live period this week. I'm going to share my screen here. I'll let you take this one away, Naj. You plug. This in OTR, I don't believe.
I think it is. Yep.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is OTR, excuse me. So there's a live period this weekend, May 17th through the 19th. You got mamas, fathers, young man, hoop. I'm saying, hopefully you're probably already on it. A team that's already in this event. Oh, I know, brother. I can't remember his name. Number 10, ALT, man. That's a good hooper, man. He played ball in North Georgia. It's slipping my mind right now. It's a Christian Heritage. Came from Christian Heritage. I believe he's at a different school this year. Rod trains him, or trained him once upon a time. But super good kid, man. Can play basketball. Obviously, that's why he's on the cover. But it's in Atlanta, D1, D2. Anybody you can think of on the college ranks will be there. Elite competition. Obviously, what I like about OTR is it's a big conglomerate of everybody. You're gonna have Team Puma, not Team Puma, but teams from Puma, teams from Nike, teams from 3SSB, teams from Under Armour is going to be there, and the independent team. So you really get to see who's who. You know what I'm saying, from different shoe teams and independent teams who are on the rise. So will I be there this weekend? I'm not sure. Because you know what I'm saying, I got a big thing Friday. I gotta get that content now. I know I'm gonna be geeked to get that out. So, but if I have time, I'm gonna submit my media stuff. So I'm gonna try to be there Lord willing. I put it like that. But you know what I'm saying, it's definitely gonna be a good event. OTR is probably the flagship of the independent circuits. Of course you got the Tip Off Classic, but you know what I'm saying, these guys are a little more technical. I put it like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, what you think? What you got, Naj?
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with you. A great event, like you said, they combine everything. It's not just one, like Nike, YBL, 3SSB, Puma, Under Armour. It's all in one. So you're getting all of them players. And you could just give them, great exposure and things like that. I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to go. I know I got to get another SD card just to kind of get more footage. But it's tough because this week is really like the end of a spring practice, spring games. So I'm kind of torn, but I also want to build up my basketball because that one's lacking a little bit. Football, I feel real good. Like I feel like I'm so plugged in with football, it don't even make no sense. But now I'm trying to get plugged in with the b-ball. So I know it's gonna be
is my favorite sport. Sorry.
I know it's gonna be other events like Southern Hoop Showcase. They do a really great job. That's gonna be I think in June, June 8th or sometime in June. And it's only a couple hours, 10:30 to 4 p.m. They're gonna have it at Gainesville High School. So there's gonna be a bunch. I think we can tap into a couple of these events, but definitely I've been sending them to you, Bacon. I know we're not gonna be able to hit all of them, but just good ones just to know. Like we can kind of decide, okay, hey, we're gonna hit this weekend, or we're gonna maybe hit this other one, just to kind of balance, because it's gonna be slow for football for a little bit up until obviously 7-on-7 starts to heat up. But that might be a good period just to get a couple basketball in and things like that. Continue building our name kind of on the basketball circuit as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we may or may not, if it is or it isn't true, like Jerome said, we may or may not be in the gym this weekend, but we will be coming to a gym near you. Cameras out, shoes on, socks tucked in, the shoes, all that, man. We're gonna be ready, you know what I'm saying, not only to give y'all amazing coverage, but to also, you know what I'm saying, shake hands and with the right people, you know what I'm saying. Just be in the atmosphere, man. We, you know what I'm saying, we obviously, you can tell by our basketball tests, we love basketball, but you know what I'm saying, football's got us in a little bit of a chokehold right now, but we will get to y'all and we'll provide y'all with most excelente coverage. Muy. But transitioning to here we are. We're back on the Hawks topic, you know what I'm saying? And we'll end this. And this will be the last topic of the 3-man weave. But let me get back right. I'm gonna go back to this Alex R. And let me stop sharing on this. All right, we're gonna go back. No, that's 6-8. Yeah, this is the right one. Yes, sir. Am I up, Jay?
You up?
All right.
Yes, up when you're ready.
All right, but sorry, man. The people, they rocking with us. We got over 100 people on Twitter right now. So they like the vibe.
Nah, shout out to the 142 right now that are watching. You know, and that's not even including the Instagram people. So shout out to you guys, man. Y'all rocking it. We appreciate every last one of you.
Drop some comments.
That, by the way.
Do what? Oh, it's So if you were to go on your Twitter, you know what I'm saying. Hit the home screen. You should be able to see us to the right, our numbers. I see Jerome's numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that. But while you're doing that, I'm saying we'll get into Alex R. Why I think he's a generational player. And I said this too. A lot of people were saying that Ant-Man's going to be the face of the league. We don't know. One, Ja Morant's going to be back, but we got Wembanyama who's a transcendent player. Alex R. Like I said, the freshmen are killing the game. I call them the center point guard, the point centers. You know what I'm saying? When you got people who come in and you know what I'm saying, put the ball on the floor, do this, and assist. Let me go to his assist. I think I'm on the right one. I may not be on the right video. Let's see what we got here. Actually, I'm going to go back out. Bear with me. Early season. I might just have to go back, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just go back. We'll go back to the switch coaches. But this is early on. This is when he was with this is with the Australian. He's an Australian team, France born. Comes out his defensive prowess, block shots. My partner was talking. He and I were talking. It reminds him of Kevin Garnett. Just being able to come from different angles. You know what I'm saying? Cover so much ground. Obviously being 7'2". Put back dunk here. I wish I had the other one. Let's see. It's kind of generic. I need the other one. But nonetheless, you get it, man. The brother can put the ball on the floor. We're gonna go to the projected second round pick. His name is Zach. I'm not sure how you say Zachariah Richard. Another Frenchman. Like I said, they are killing the game right now. It's not a secret. Wembanyama, if you didn't know, is also from France. Share screen.
Why?
Don't start with me, Tyrika.
He's such an old man.
Oh, all right. Now it's been said, I've seen on multiple posts that the brother can shoot 50. He's on record of shooting 50% from three. But what I really like about him, he plays a quick paced game, and what you'll see in the highlights is that he's got like a clay base, right? He gets his feet set quick, and it's just like, man, it's just beautiful basketball. To be honest, he can pass the ball as well. Just electric, bro. Like if we were to get rid of Trae Young and run him with Jalen Johnson, and just kind of and put Murray at the point and just kind of just run like big guards, big wings. Of course, we got Mohamed Gay, who's a 6'10" player. So just think about 7'2" and 6. It's a lot of possibilities that the Hawks can do right here. It's really loaded. I personally would keep Trae and get Alex, but let's just dive into Zachary here. Offense, playmaking. He's got a lot of, we need some shooting, man. We see him driving. All right, here we go. In the corner here. Come on now. Now watch your feet. Might have to back up some more. Yeah, we'll back up some more. That's off the dribble. We need to catch and shoot. All right, here we go. Come on now, stop for me now, baby. Stop for me. Try to stop it here. Come on now. You see that? You see that now? You see how quick that was? Bang. That's elite. That's what separates good shooters from great shooters. In transition, we need a transition 3. But that's what separates good shooters from the great ones. The ones that can come down the court and that can get their feet set. That's not easy to do. Off the pin down screen. Now let's get to this playmaker. We need one more shot. We need one more spot up shot. Herky jerky. I really like his herky jerky motion as well. Quick. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Foot in front of the 3-point line, pulls it back, elevates. And he's 6'8" doing this. Now we're gonna transition into the playmaking ability. This what makes him special as well. 6'8" doing this. The league's just gonna get bigger and bigger. Come on now.
Good dish.
Great pad. Now, you know what I'm saying? That's not an NBA caliber player. That might be a still in the league, but nonetheless, that's just great vision. And that's the difference between the Euro players right now and American players. They have the skill and they got the pace to play a team game. We're not seeing that as much. That's why a lot of people are talking down on AAU. They play so many games, they don't practice as much. It's a lot of one-on-one ball, and one-on-one ball will never beat great team ball. You got ball movement like this, it's just gonna run you, man. You're gonna get unless you're gonna shoot 60% and be consistent with playing one-on-one ball. This type of basketball is gonna beat you every time. Finds a trailer for the Trae ball. So we'll do 2 more here. Good lob passer. Trae Young's been touted as one of the best lob passers. Him and Luka, best lob passers in the league. The Spurs, they put out a report by Brian Windhorst. I believe that the Spurs are possibly in the sweepstakes with Trae Young. Now, the only thing is will Trae Young play second field to Wembanyama? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? That remains to be seen. I think, you know what I'm saying? We've got a guy like that, man. You gotta defer. He's 7'4" with a jumper. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take care of Trae's defensive deficiencies, blocking everything, wingspan. So what you're seeing Wembanyama do is pretty much what you're gonna see Alex Sarr do, just with passing. So I think it's a no-brainer to go get Alex Sarr. That's just my opinion. I'm not no GM. I'm just an up-and-coming journalist that's got a heart for the basketball game, has been drilled into the finer intricacies of basketball by his father, and I believe it shows. But that's what I say. If it's me, I'm taking Alex Sarr first overall. But if they get Zachary, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name, I have no problem with it. But honestly, I'll be a little let down. But you know what I'm saying? From watching that, fellas, what's your kind of take on both of the gentlemen? Would you get one of those 2? Would you trade a pick away and go for a veteran superstar right now? Would you trade Trae Young or DeJounte Murray?
Honestly, I would have to look into their game a little bit more. Being the one that don't watch basketball as much as you two guys, I don't want to get into draftees and who should be picked here or that. I will say this: um, if you are going to keep Trey, you have to surround him with more than just one player. But if you're going to get rid of him, this will be the best time because he's not getting any younger. Like I said earlier, he's not getting any younger, and you could probably get a good asset for him and build your team. Especially now that you got the first overall pick, they're gonna have to really think it hard and long, kind of like the Bears did. The Bears had the first overall pick, and they wound up getting Caleb Williams and moved on, and then they used the money that they would have probably had to use for a Justin Fields to get more weapons and things like that for Caleb Williams. So you might have to have that same mindset with the Atlanta Hawks right here. So
Right. What you think, Nash?
Yeah, I kind of gave my statement earlier. I'm in agreement. Like I said, they gotta decide what they're gonna do. If they're gonna keep Trey or they're gonna move on. But I think Alex Sarr is the pick. I think you pick him and then you figure out everything else after. What I'm saying? You decide what direction you're gonna move in. That you have a centerpiece to kind of move around, and then you just get the talent around him to kind of build and continue going forward. And you just decide between Trey and DeJounte who you want more. Regardless, you're gonna be to get some assets. So I think that would be the wise move.
You heard it here first, folks. I think it's kind of like a census 3 pick. You gotta go. You gotta go with the big man, man. You gotta go every time. Go with the big man. Unless the smaller man is that much better. But yeah, man. Let's transition into where we will be at the end of this week and possibly the weekend. Go ahead, Nash.
We had a bunch of comments. If you can display them real quick, Jerome. Obviously, we're about to wrap up, so I'll get us going on that.
I love the comments.
But Buckle Bunny was tuned in on the YouTube page.
Buckle Bunny was just going crazy, and I just
crazy, man. So we obviously probably felt ignored and might have left, but which one?
I think she's an older lady.
If you could display just a couple of them, just like what we thought about Colorado and Coach Prime, you could display some of those. Jerome. So man, we whoever you are, we appreciate you tuning in. It definitely means a lot to us. If you can come back next week, Tuesday, 7:30, same time, we'll try to address some of those questions. We really do live for that kind of engagement and people tuning into our show. Obviously, 140 people, I think the boys just said. So we appreciate that. We are running a long time, so we will address these next week. If you can you notate real quick, one of you guys, either Bacon or Jerome, just a couple of these questions?
Yeah.
Real quick, and we can come back and answer them next week. If y'all boys can, just something quick. I just wanted to talk about that real quick, and we'll keep it rolling. I thought the one about Jerome was funny. Jerome is trying to have Najee's hair and Bacon's beard, but can't quite get it right.
Who said that? She said that?
No, that was Captain Birdseye on Twitch, so that's on mine because I was him on Twitch.
That one right there. Yeah.
Ain't no way, G.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But we'll leave it at that. And let's keep it rolling.
Hey, no way, dog.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I'm going to address the comments, man. People tune in.
Come on, D-Man. Listen, though, I don't mean to ignore anybody. Bunny, we do appreciate you being on. It's just that we had a guest about to get on, and didn't want to get on a deep end with a lot of the conversations until the guest was off. So definitely come back next Tuesday. We'll definitely answer your questions. We do apologize for that. We just had a different structure to our podcast today because Brees was getting off of practice, so we had a limited time. He's kind of waiting for him, so I didn't want to go into all of the comments there. But we definitely will come back on there. We also will go on YouTube and on the comment section. So if you want to pick those questions on the comment section as well, we will answer that in the comment section as well. If you would like to ask those questions in there as well. So appreciate you.
Sí.
All right.
¿Usted español, no?
¿Huh?
¿Qué?
¿Usted español, no?
Sí.
¿Estás aprendiendo o qué?
No
entiendes, ¿no?
Un poco.
No entiendes.
Mi español no te tienes.
I'm
He
dead.
caught,
Go ahead,
he caught that. He caught that, ladies and gentlemen. He caught that.
Go ahead, Jerome. Go ahead. Where you gonna be at this week? I can't play okay? I'm gonna hold you for another 10 minutes, bro. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
I'm trying to be at Milton tomorrow night with Najeh. I think Najeh is still trying to do Milton tomorrow night as well. So I'm trying to do Milton. They actually have a game. Come on, man. They actually have a game on Friday versus Peachtree Ridge. So trying to do that one as well. We will be at Douglas County on Thursday. Shut up.
Hold on. Yo hablo poquito solo puedo coquetear.
Dude, gross. Oh, gross. Wait. You want
in the comments, y'all don't know what he just said, bro.
you want to see something cool that I can do? Watch this. You see how like they can do this? Watch what I can do.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Oh!
Crazy.
I'm messing with you, boy. I'm messing with my boy.
Oh my god.
Nah, shout out to 150. Shout out to 150 guys in here watching us be acting like fools.
Oh my goodness, boy. That would take me out, boy.
Come on, bro.
You got a Mac?
You gotta have that Mac. You gotta
I
have
have
that
a MacBook.
Hey, brothers.
You gotta
This
get the
is the latest.
upgrade, man.
It's all right, brother.
It came out in 2022.
You should have it, then, G. I don't know what you got going on.
Well, I can't do nothing.
It's not working.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
it's Jerome doing that, bro.
Yeah, it's the left hand.
It's the left hand, yeah.
What's the news with you, Naj?
Dang, that's crazy.
It's all right, brother.
I got a
Anyway,
Might be Jerome.
Not me. I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah. So Douglas County on Thursday. Trying to get to Milton's practice tomorrow. Friday is Milton's game. I'm trying to go to, and then Saturday I'm going to Kiana. I always say his first name wrong. Kianta
We're going to
Watson. Kianta Watson from he used to be the coach at Georgia Tech, and he's at Auburn. He's having a camp, a youth camp this weekend, so I'm going to that with him.
Tough. That's tough.
So that, and then me and LaMarcus got some plans for Sunday. So I don't want to disclose that yet, but it's some cool stuff. So
Busy guy.
Yes, sir. What about you boys?
Man, I'm gonna be this Friday. I'm gonna be at the Peachtree Ridge Milton game.
Nice.
And tomorrow's Wednesday. I might, if I go somewhere, it may be Central Carrollton. Thursday, we'll see. I kind of play it by feel. I need to. Actually, Thursday, might hit Stockbridge. Thursday. That'll be the move. That'll be the big move. And then, like I said, Friday we'll be at Peachtree Ridge, and then Saturday,
everybody going to Peachtree Ridge.
Yeah. Who's all going to Peachtree? It's probably going to be loaded.
You, two people I know, Jerome.
Yeah.
Shoot, hold on, I think Jeremy too.
Jeremy. Actually, that's how I knew about it because of Jeremy. That's how I know about it, Jeremy. So yeah.
He asked me where I was gonna be at. Yeah, he gonna be at Ridge too. Everybody gonna be at Little Ridge.
You might well pull up to the Ridge then, brother.
Do it.
Postpone the Lovejoy, but I don't know, bro.
Go to Lovejoy, bro. That's gonna be a good.
They might move their game up though Thursday.
You might want to pull up to the Ridge, brother.
We're gonna see.
Come on to the rich area, man.
Yeah, real quick for me. I'm trying to tap in Milton tomorrow. Thursday is kind of up in the air. I'm gonna see. I might hit Creek. If I don't hit Creek, I might hit Stockbridge. If not, I might hit Cambridge. I gotta decide what I'm gonna do Thursday. Friday is supposed to be Lovejoy. But it's got to talk to the AD. It might get moved up. Gotta see. Nothing set in stone yet. But yeah, that's what I got going.
Matter of fact, I won't disclose it anymore. So I think I told you tonight. So the plan is to do a mic up with Darnell. So
You did say that.
Yeah, so that's my rig. It's gonna be should be fun. Trying to make it, you know what I'm saying, creative. You know what I'm saying. I gotta watch some inspiration, but I kind of got an idea in my head. But yeah, that's the move.
Cool.
Cool. And then but not least, ladies and gentlemen, got your notepads. I know Pastor Jerome gonna drop some knowledge, and Deacon Najeh, Deacon Wilkins.
You can
Gonna give you,
I love
gonna
that.
give you something that's gonna shed a tear. And you know, Brother Bacon, I was gonna keep it real with you every time. So, Pastor, would you like to go first?
Pastor Jones.
That's crazy.
Pastor Jones.
Real quick, just know your worth, man. Know your worth. Know your own worth, man.
Sorry, I just want you to go. I was still laughing, but you weren't that serious. I'm ready.
No, seriously. Know your worth, man. Know how much you're worth. People that know where you at in life and know where your worth is. Whether your worth is not as much as you want it to be, or it's higher than people are portraying that. Know your worth, because not everybody gonna know your worth. And as long as you know your worth, you know what you expect, what your expectations are, and what you're supposed to do in this life, and where you're supposed to be. So I'll keep it quick and easy. Know your worth, man.
Deacon.
Thank you, Pastor. I'll be quick. I'll be quick. I had a great discussion, man. I was working out with a buddy. Me and man hit the gym late. So actually, I did a 2-a-day. I worked out earlier in the day. Ran for like 30 minutes. Did some push-ups, sit-ups. Yeah, trying to get right. And then I went back to the gym at Crunch. Did another workout. So that was a 2-a-day yesterday. And it's obviously just great to work on yourself, man. And I'll tell you this: if the players, athletes out there is worried about women, hey, bro, lock into yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be your best self. Lock into you. The same that goes along the lines of what Jerome said. Know your worth, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you locked into what you're doing, you enjoy what you're doing, you're not gonna really have time to really hit up girls. You're gonna let it naturally kind of come to you. So I think it's the biggest thing I've been learning this week is just continue to work, be your best self, grind it out. And everything else is going to just fall in line. And then the second part to that, and I was telling him, look, bro, you work a 9 to 5 or you work whatever job you work. You can give them 40, 50 hours of your time. Why you can't give back yourself 10 hours of your time to work on what you want to do, or to work on the goals you got and career goals you got on yourself, right? Company's getting 40, put 10 into yourself. Whether that is a couple hours a week, even if you're doing 3 days a week, you're doing an extra hour and a half. Go do that. Put that into yourself, man. And I always say the example. The boys gonna get tired of hearing this, but go look at Dukes, bro. Go look what he's doing right now. He's 40 years old. Was working, I think he said the warehouse, but he was putting in time in his 5 to 9. Look where he is today. He's a national host on SEC Network on 3 Sports. That's it. And if you don't got that mindset to go work on yourself and work that 5 to 9 as hard as you work there 9 to 5, you're gonna stay stuck where you are. So put in that work.
That's a fact. I'm just going to build off what these two gentlemen just said. Like, bet on yourself, man. If it's take risk, but take calculated risk. Take calculated risk. Order your steps, man. I was telling my partner the other day, man. You want to have a plan, stick to it. Move with a clear conscience. Because if you ain't move with a clear conscience, you feeling iffy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to follow through with the plan like you really supposed to. Because you're gonna be second guessing yourself. So move with a clear conscience and follow through, man. Follow through and stay down. Stay committed. And like I said, believe in yourself. Now, when it comes to the ladies, man, if you're struggling with talking to ladies, so you got to talk, man. Just you got to fail, man. You got to look foolish. You know what I'm saying? But the way to get good at talking to women is just talking to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just talking to your friends, that's easy, but going out, Najeh always on me about it, man. Just going out, just talking to people, you know what I'm saying? You go out somewhere, you go to a social gathering, hey, how you doing, sir? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? If it's a different type of thing, like, hey, what's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? In your own lingo, but that's how you find your lingo, just going out to people you don't know, striking conversation, of course, at first 10, 50, you know what I'm saying? It might be so-so, but eventually, you'll hit your stride, brother. And you know what I'm saying? The rest is history, man. Nature takes care of itself. And that concludes the words of wisdom. Let the church say amen.
Thank you, brother Bacon.
Hey, man. Come on, that's class. That's class. You know,
Hey, real quick.
Right there.
Real quick, I got a question for Bacon real quick before we get off. Have you ever thought about doing a late night radio host? Being a late night radio host?
Oh, brother, I love to do it. Now, here's my voice.
Yeah. He always like,
Let me get right.
Listen, if you can't get with the ladies.
If you can't get with the ladies, brother, tap your Bacon on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. We here from 7 to 10. If you got your white eyes, if you got your Hennessy, we'll be here all night. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're playing it slow.
Slow jams.
Slow jams.
Bacon Network. I can see that. I can see that, bro. Yo, you got a bright future in
I kill it, bro. I might have to start that, you know what I'm saying? I might have to start that up soon, or when the thing gets rolling, I got a little following. Bro,
there you go. There you go. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us today, boys. We appreciate y'all, man. This is the First and Foremost podcast where we not only keep it real.
Hold on, brother.
Hell no. No, hell no.
We tell you the spiel, we keep it real, brother. You said keep it real first.
We do keep it real.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the First and Foremost podcast.
We
not just tell you the spiel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the First and Foremost podcast. We don't just tell you the spiel. We keep it real, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, he said it wrong. See that?
No.
I said tell you the spiel. We keep it real. That's it.
No.
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead, G.
Not only give you a spill.
I'm gonna have to just end it every night. Please, what is y'all got going?
We rusty, brother.
Dang. Hazlo mejor, por favor. Hazlo mejor. Do it better.
Say it, dog.
Please. Okay, listen to me.
Yo hablo poquito, solo puedo coquetar.
Stop.
Coquetear.
Yes.
Listen. All right, y'all pay attention. Jerome, you're gonna be responsible for this next week. Then it's gonna be you, Bacon. I need better, bro. Come on, bro. Do better. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning into another episode of the First and Foremost podcast, man. Where we not only give you the spiel.
That's what I said.
Real. No, you did not say that. You did not say that.
Yes. You said when we tell you to spill. No,
I was close, bro.
My
bad. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, y'all messing up, man.
Appreciate y'all. Yo, make sure you go follow my boys over there. Help them out with their followings right down there. So go on X, follow them, get them to 10,000. Get them 10,000 by tomorrow.
You might have to update our following, but we didn't grew since then, G.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you need to update the term at the bottom too. It's at Najeh Book, not Najeh Book TV. Time to update.
You're right. All right, boys. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Much love, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all next Tuesday, same time, same bad station.
Good.
I'm finna go eat, fellas.
Peace.